And there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector. And me I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say it, knock it, Ryan.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
My name is Errol Stevens, former international player and reggae boy, and you're watching Elite Sports TV, Ryan LFC. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date to get the latest content on the Reggae Boyz football. Bless.
Hi, I'm Marla Setman, Reggae Girls top midfielder. Oh, let me start over again. All right. Hi, I'm Marla Setman, Reggae Girls top midfielder, and you're here on Ryan FC and Elite Sports. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to keep up all to date with Reggae Girls and Reggae Boyz top news.
Okay. Hi, this is Yasmin Jameson, Reggae Girls Goalkeeper, and you're watching Ryan LFC's YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hi, my name is Taiko Industries, former national 100-meter champion of Jamaica, and you're tuned into Elite Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with all of the new and upcoming informations we have to do with, especially corruption in athletics. And turn on the notification bell to get all of the upcoming information that you need.
Hey guys, it's Jermaine Clark Jr. here from Byron Rose Squad 2023. You're watching Elite Sport TV with Ryan LFC. Stay tuned for all things Reggae Girls, Reggae Boyz, and sports. Peace out.
Blessing to everyone down in the comment section. Really do appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. Nothing but love and respect. Big up to all of the people who are going to watch by the show and the replay. Because we have a lot of people who will listen on the replay and we want to big them up. Really do appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. We have 70 people in the like chat right now and we expect 70 likes. People, hit the like button, stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. We don't want to stop the conversation to begin like when you have the big analyst here to break down the Reggae Boyz game. People, I know you guys are going to enjoy this one, people. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. And only know the thing already, people. As we say, we know when we get a little bit stale and we know when to, get the guests them on to rev up the show and keep everybody on their toe. You get me? I say, I know a lot of you guys will not like what the guests say, but trust me, they call him the man himself, the Zidane, and KLS Radio. A lot of people are asking for him, so we'll go and try to get the big journalism, all right, in mainstream media, the man himself. I don't know if him bad like Zidane, but, let's see, we'll see. But people, make sure that you smash the like button, people. The more you like the video, I want you guys to do me a favor, man. The more you like it, the more people can see the video. All right, so don't underestimate by hitting that like button. Big up to all of the people them from down at Brampton. Big up to all of my truck driver them across the world. Big up to all of the truck driver them, especially the one them in the United States. Big up the one them in Canada. Big up the one them in England. Big up the one them in Jamaica. They play an important part in the world. All right, so big up all the truck driver. Big up to Auntie Gillette from over there in England. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Also, I want to big up all the females them. Kiki, all of you guys. Big up enough love and respect. Big up Shem. Big up Georgia Girl. When you know the thing already. Big up to all my females them down in the comment section. And big up to everybody who's on the live stream right now. Who wanna get big up? Just to know that I, Ryan FC, love and respect you guys. All right. Before we get into anything, people, let's see. Big up to all the big batty girls, them. Yeah, man, big up to all of the big batty girls, man, stuff. You know the thing, nothing a nice cycle, no bingo. You get to me, I say. Stefan, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect, brother. So, people, before we get into the meat of the matter and the guests and stuff, all right. So, here I want to do for me. See, I want you guys to do me a favor, people. All right. I want you guys to do me a favor. And me have my boy, Jersey Boy, people. This guy has been part of my team. He's a part of my success, people. Months on top of months. This boy, one of the real soldier them people. When I say the real soldier them, one of the man that on the battlefield with Ryan LFC people. Believe you me, people. One of the one who me can call friend people is 8 subscriber away, people, from make it 1,000 subscribe people. And I want to know, go over there and subscribe to him YouTube channel, people. You get me? Yeah, man, people. Me and him always great. You get me? I say, name Jersey Boy, people. Want get him up, people. That him YouTube channel, people. Him pin the link in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to him channel, people, we want to get him to 1,000 subscriber, people. And let's do it the end of this video, people. You need 8 subscriber away. People want to know when to endorse somebody, I endorse them to the fullest. I will give them the support. So I'm asking my viewers to stop what you're doing. If you're watching back on the replay, the link will pin down in the comment section. All right, the link will be pinned down in the comment section, so you can click on that and subscribe, people. We still have 7 subscriber away, people. You understand? Big up yourself, Stefan. Make sure you hit the link, subscribe to my boy Jersey Boy. Let's get him to 1,000 people. Want to get him channel up and running. Him like 6 subscriber away, people. So let's do it for me before we get into the meat of the matter. Tonight's show is going to be a whole heap of big thing. I will go on the show, people. So stop what you're doing now, people. Hit that like button. Him are 4 subscriber away, people. So when you run it up for him, people, that's the link we'll put in the comment section. Just click on it and subscribe to him channel. Him 3 subscriber away, people. When you do it for my people, you understand? When you do it for me, good boy, loyal, always there on, no matter what time in England, call him to do a thumbnail, him get it done for me. Stefan, make sure you hit it. Him 2 subscriber away, people. So run it up. We still have 100 of you guys in the chat. I will know, say, let's 5 persons subscribe to it. One more people and get him to 1,000 subscriber, people. All right? Because we want to get into the discussion, you know, people. Come on. He's like 1 subscriber away to make it to the 1,000 subscriber. All right, people. So see that him did it. That's the feeling, you know. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to make him have 1,000 subscriber, Jersey Boy. You know me have the utmost respect for you. I want the best for you. Nothing but love and respect, my brother. I want you to succeed. I hope you continue with the journey. Sometimes you want to quit. You want to quit. But remember, the room never built in one day, my boy. Jersey Boy, you have to take it easy. Take your time. And just do the right thing when the opportunity to come. So don't give up. Just continue on the journey. Today you're going to be up and tomorrow you're going to be down. So my boy Jersey Boy, big up yourself. Really appreciate it, people. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Appreciate all the people who subscribe to him YouTube channel. You know what I mean? It's mean a lot. Now we need to get Jamaican content on him show, on him own. So big up yourself, Jersey Boy. Great feelings. And take my body. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Appreciate your forwarding. Appreciate all the support, my brother. You know what I mean? You know the thing already, brother. Nothing but love and respect, my brother. You understand? But yes, people. So give you guys some update and things. So for those who are living on the rock, for those who don't know what is going on right now, I want to give you guys the update on the Reggae Boyz squad. All right. Remember, we have Javian Brown out with injured. Right? That's Javian Brown. We have out with injured, and we are also We have Javier Brown out with injured, and we have Richard King join up at the team. Remember, Richard King went on a season-long loan to a team in Iceland. All right, so he's have a little bit of experience coming back in the national team. A player that, you know, a lot of people believe that he have a lot of potential to go to the next level. You understand? So, Richard King back into the Reggae Boyz team, people. All right. So, big up to Richard King. Mings, you don't know. Big up to Kyle Mings back in the Reggae Boyz team in first national call-up. But before we get into it, people, let's just let's play before we get into it, people. Waiting our guests to come. Big up to Anika Bell. Blessing, sweetheart. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Really do appreciate it, man. Ians, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. You don't know the thing already, Ians. Respect, man. Appreciate the love and the support, people. But, people, before we guests right up, just give you guys a quick update on the squad players that get called for the first time in the Jamaican national team, and we want to make you guys hear them. So, this is a man having the floor. The Cavaliers centre back, plus he can also play at right back. So, this is Kyle Mills speaking to Simon Preston, joining up the Reggae Boyz squad.
So, Reggae Boyz defender Kyle Ming. Kyle, firstly, how does it feel to be part of the Reggae Boyz squad?
It's a great feeling to be here. My very first time here, I really appreciate the call-up and looking to do good things.
All right, and you had a chance to train with the team this morning. What was training like this morning with the rest of the squad?
Well, it was a really great experience for me training with some of the overseas players. I really appreciate the training this morning.
Okay, good. And of course, as you know, you're the captain of your club on the island, Cavalier. Semi-finals of the Caribbean Cup. How has that competition been going so far for you?
The competition has been going really well. We're currently in the semi-final facing Harborview. So just training and looking forward to that game, the 24th of this month.
All right, then, Kyle, all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
So, people, that's the captain.
So, joined by
that's the captain of Cavaliers United. Yeah, man, doing well in the Caribbean Championship right now. So, big up the Cavaliers Football Club and big up the Kyle Mings, one of the better centre back or right back in the island right now. But, by the way, people, we see some very good clip coming out of the Reggae Boyz. Some very good picture coming out of the Reggae Boyz dressing room with Reggae Boyz players them. But people, one of the things that really captured me at this picture, I'm betting you guys, this is the picture that captured me, people. Look at it. See that picture? See that smile? That's one of the picture that captured me right now. And you hear me I say, that is Dexter, the Jamaican right back, up and coming young prodigy right now for Jamaica. People, look at him body structure, look at him legs. This is what me I talk about. I want to see more player locally. This is what I want to see from the players them locally. I want the players them to not to put on a lot of muscle and look overweight, but lean, eating the right nutrition, sleeping well, training hard, and that's what going to work for this young man. You understand? So I'm ready for big man football. I'm ready to take on the load and big man football. I want to see that from Dujan Richards when him go to Chelsea. I want to see that with a player like a Richard King will have the talent, but your body supposed to. That's the body I want to see Leon Bailey have. But Leon Bailey seems like he's not ready for work yet still. Dexter, he's just 20. And look at him. He's just 20. Can you imagine? He's just 20 and look at him. Ready for big man football. And that is what me I talk about from our local player. So we're going to get into that, people. We're going to get into that. People, stop what you're doing, people, and hit the like button, people. All right? Stop what you're doing and hit the like button, people. Stop what you're doing and slam that like button. Slam it down right off. Kick it off right now. You understand? Yes, Cephas, another player, people. So I want to big up the new addition. Angling to the Harborview midfielder, holding midfielder, people. New addition to the team. Yeah, one of the top player them. This boy went to the United States and, getting a little problem and thing, but he's back and he's trying to find back him feet with the Jamaica national team, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to see what this kid going to do, people. All right, so I look forward to see what the kids are gonna do. All right, so big up to Angling, big up to Richard King. That's a new addition, and also Mikel Antonio arrive with the Reggae Boyz team, people. So let's see what's going to happen. Massive, massive, massive game versus Haiti tomorrow. A win for us. That means that we top the group. Depend on the team we're going to get. What them say? Either Canada or we're going to play. Them say Canada. Either we're going to play Canada or we're going to play Costa Rica. Interesting. And tomorrow game will be at 8 o'clock. All right. And on the day, Jamaica will face Haiti. Right? And also Suriname versus such and such people. But people, we have a guest here and thing. Good evening, Sidan Matthew. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Good evening to you, Ryan LFC.
Appreciate you taking the time out to come in, but spin your cam, you rotate your thing like this, man. You're on TV in a region. Don't run for the program, Sidan Matthew.
Oh, the front camera me are using us. Oh,
yeah, man. But what you do? Why you have Samsung Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Press the rotation, man.
Okay, hold on. She's
auto rotor. Can press auto rotor.
All right. Nah.
Yeah, man. Go. Yeah, much better, man. But Zidane, good evening, man. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Good evening to your listeners and your viewers.
All right, appreciate, man. But Zidane, first and foremost, man, what do you think about Coach Al Grimson and this Reggae Boyz team before we get into anything?
All right. Well, personally, I'm not impressed thus far with the coach. I think he's struggling to get the team to be fluid and fluent and play at the level that we expect him to play at. Because I remember a person might saying that, listen, now he was hired to get us to the World Cup. But the games that he has won thus far, you don't want to think that any ordinary coach would use these crop of players, these talented players from all over the world. One of the best set of players that we have ever had. Would beat Grenada and beat Haiti. Well, we didn't beat Haiti. We drew them the last time. The tough games that you brought in a coach and paying him the money that he's getting is for him to win games against America and Mexico and Canada and these countries. And he has not been one of those teams yet. So for me, I believe that other coaches, it doesn't make any sense to spend the money that you're spending on this coach. And he's doing ordinary things. And for me, pretty much, he has been very ordinary thus far.
So who do you like to see? Which coach in the region would I say would I get the best out of our team and would I looking good right now?
This might sound far-fetched, or people might not expect me saying this, but I think Lenny Hyde, who is Clarendon College coach and also now the coach of the Premier League team, they're going to come to me shortly. No, he's the coach of the team over St. Catherine, Dumbeholden. He's the coach of Dumbeholden right now. I like him as a coach. I like the way how we teams play, how we set up. And I think with the players that we have at our disposal. And I think what Lenny Hyde would do, because of the style of play that he has, he would then search for the midfield players that we want to take this team forward, to take the ball from the defenders, to move the ball around in the way that you expect us to be dominating the likes of Haiti and Grenada. We should be out of class against these teams. So for me, I honestly believe that what I've been seeing from Lenny Hyde and what the players that we are bringing in from England, and we keep going to England and we're looking for top talent in England. So it's not as if we are going with local born-based players only. So I genuinely believe that Lenny Hyde could make a difference into how we play and how we dominate. And I think we would be more successful. We will be looking to score more goals. And I think we will be sure of qualifying for the World Cup. I don't trust this Al Grimson coach. His tactics, 4-4-2 is not working. And his midfield player that he keeps calling to the national team, they are not creative enough.
Wow, that interested to see Lenny had, but you know that Lenny don't have the qualification to manage his national team though.
Well, that's news to me. That's disappointing.
Yeah, him don't have that right now to manage a national team. So him,
I think a coach of his the style of play would be suited well for the players that we have now. We have a lot of good players. We have a lot of technically good players. Now we're looking to bring Greenwood from England because he's out of favor right now based on the situation over there in England. Another technically sound player. But if we're going to bring these players, a bunch of talented players, and the football team is not playing the right way, it's going to be null and void in terms of getting the best out of these technical players when we just have players in the middle of the park. The transition has to be good from defense to midfield for you get the best out of your superstars playing up front. And it's a struggle against good teams. It's a struggle right now to get the balls in the right areas for these players.
So Zidane, what would you say, based on you watching and analyzing Al Grims, what would you say is his strength and his weakness?
Honestly, I haven't seen any strengths just yet. I see a lot of weaknesses. Team selection can be better. The tactics, I don't think with the players that we have, the 4-4-2 is working. You have so many players that are good attacking, running players going forward, and they are spread out on the field without any body to give them the ball. I keep repeating myself, in the right areas. It's just so you have the forward players up the field. You have two good players up front. You have two good wide players, and they are struggling to get into the game. They are chasing around. So I'm not impressed at all with what I'm seeing from Hal Grimson. Many persons will say, listen, he's getting the results in a competitive game. But I look at the competitive games, look at the teams. We are so much better than these teams. It don't take much to beat them. Yet we still struggle in those games. So while we have got the result, I think you could pick up any coach from any local Premier League, and with these crop of players, we would beat Grenadiers, we beat Haiti, we'd beat Guatemala and these teams. Those look at the Gold Cup. We struggled against America, we struggled against Mexico, but then the lesser teams, we destroy them. So for me, again, he's a high-profile coach with a high-profile salary, and he looks very ordinary.
Wow. So where we go from this now is it, and if the coach will pay this coach his big bucks and him not getting the job done, where we go from here? It seems like this program going to run off the island right now.
The thing is though, it's not going to be very, very difficult to qualify, but you don't want a situation where you think it's going to be easy, you relax, and then when you realize that, because we would have been optimistic in many qualification campaigns, and then we'll end up at the bottom of the table. Fortunately for us this time around, 6 teams qualify, with 3 automatically because they're hosting, and then they might even have 2 extra spots. So if we finish in a similar position to what we did in the previous campaign, which I thought we finished 6th, then we would have qualified. So if we repeat what we did in the last time around, since Mexico, Canada, and USA won't be qualifying, just being that 3 that we were in, different would be at the top now, and we will qualify. So it's maybe not difficult, so the JFF might hold on to him, but personally, I would watch him. You don't want to wait till, if you're going to change a coach, you don't want to do it in the middle of the qualification campaign. But I'm telling you, you can judge right now to see, we're going to play these teams, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and qualifying. If you look at him against a lesser team and he's not cutting it, I don't think we should wait too long to be off with his head.
You know my problem right now, Zidane, honestly, because really when me even look at when Coach Whitmore was the coach, he beat up them small team is easy, but this coach have better players and more support, and him struggle to beat in them.
It's a big problem for me, and I think many persons might say, let's wait until the campaign. No, you don't want to be critical of the coach when the campaign starts. You don't want a situation where we are cussing out the coach when we are losing our way in the middle of the World Cup qualifying campaign. We need to put him under extreme pressure now, the way I am. We have to be better, because practice becomes perfect. You're struggling against the likes of Haiti. I think Honduras eventually will improve. They will bring in better players. Costa Rica is always there. They're always doing better than us. Guatemala, yes, we beat them in the Gold Cup, but we saw some good technical players there. These other countries are bringing in quality players, and they are improving and working. So yes, right now, you might say, oh, Jamaica, we are better than these teams. But If we don't continue to improve, then we could find ourselves in trouble.
All right. Most definitely. But let's move on now, Zidane. But when I look at this team, Zidane, what would you say the best starting lineup for this Jamaican team? Because it seems like the coach keep on dropping. What happened to Leon Bailey? They were main stars, still not coming to life yet, still touching on international. What is going on with Leon Bailey?
Yeah, very, very inconsistent. And we saw when he went back to Aston Villa the other day, he had a couple wonderful games. And you wonder what is happening. And because of what we expected from him coming in, sometimes I think we're a little bit harsher than him than actually in terms of the play. Sometimes he has decent game, but because of what happened before he came into the team, we are expecting more. And sometimes he has a really bad game. I think the last game Leon Bailey played for us is the worst I ever seen him. He came on the last game, didn't play a lot of minutes. Wasn't playing long enough to know if he's playing well or not. The team was cruising in that game against Grenada. But he needs to come to the forefront. He's definitely a quality player because when he goes back to his club, if you look at his goal scoring record for his Aston Villa this season, it is much better than that at the same stage last season. So he has actually improved for Aston Villa, yet he's still very, very inconsistent for the Reggae Boys. And I don't know how they're going to figure it out. I see the coach trying him to play forward, trying him in wide areas, and he's just not giving us consistent. He's still showing glimpses of brilliance, but no consistency. I scratch my head every time I see him, especially in the last game, and wondering what can they do to get more out of this very, very talented player.
But either Bailey cannot ball say him alone now because we have good Demar Gray coming in and him just look dangerous. Sorry, people, we lost Zidane a little bit there. So people, don't forget to hit the like button. We're almost 331 of you guys in the chat. Stop what you're doing right now. Hit that like button. People, share your thought. We're going to open up the phone line as soon as possible. So make sure that you slam a like on the video. We have Zidane Matthew from KLS Radio in Jamaica breaking down the Reggae Boyz team. All right. So make sure that you smash the like button. Big up to all my fans. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Owen, big up yourself. United, the new agent on the block. Big up yourself, my brother. Enough love and respect. Appreciate down in the comment section. You get to me and say, Chi West, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. You don't know the thing already. Nothing nice like no bingo. Big up to all of the people in the comment section. But people, we have Zidane Matthew back and thing.
Sorry about that. My hand thought something on the
yeah. But Zidane Matthew, we have Demar Gray coming in and are the first Reggae Boyz player that I see coming on national team and him looking so fantastic. That's what we're expecting from Leon Bailey. But what are your thoughts on Demar Gray performance so far?
Well, he was I think a bit tired. Was struggling with an injury in our last game. So it wasn't his best game, but he was still okay. But outside of that, he has been brilliant. And even again, in our last game, he was special. He glides, he moves past defender easily. He has not put a foot wrong, really, because even the best of them, Lionel Messi, does have off days. So you don't expect him to be great every game. But for the most part, he has settled quickly with consummate ease. I'm very impressed with Demar Gray. He has just been brilliant. He has just been spectacular, very creative, very nippy, confident. He's just all over the pitch as an attacking player and just difficult to stop. He has been clearly our best player.
But what do you think he is doing right that Bailey not doing right?
Well, I don't know. I think technically he's generally a better player than Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey has some attribute that he doesn't have. But I don't know if it's the mindset. I don't know what Leon Bailey does when he comes to Jamaica to play. I'm going to have a close look. I think he will start against Haiti tomorrow. I'm going to have a close look to see if it's a better performance when he's overseas, because in the last 2 games out here in Jamaica, and we heard some things. I hear you mentioning some. Maybe they weren't fully concentrating, Bailey and the local born players, on the games the other day. Well, let's see. He's now in Haiti. Let's see how well he will perform. But I don't know. I can't put my hand on it. I'm usually able to figure out most things involving football, but I can't figure out why Leon Bailey is so talented. And he's not playing. We're not asking to dominate Argentina and Brazil and France and Germany. We're asking Leon Bailey to do well against Concacaf people. We have seen him in Germany playing the likes of Bayern Munich And he has not looked ordinary against them. He has looked even special in some games against Bayern Munich with some of the best players in the world. So he's coming back to Concacaf. No disrespect to Concacaf, but players that play for Bayern Munich are generally better players than what we see in Concacaf. So if he can look that good and play that well against Bayern Munich, what is stopping him from looking great against Haiti? So it's mind-boggling as to why Leon Bailey cannot consistently perform well for his country.
Yeah, a lot of people down in the comment section say Leon Bailey see the national team as a FIFA date, vocation. You agree with that?
I'm not sure. I won't say it as I said. The game that we played against the Minnows from the Caribbean in the Gold Cup, he was the man of the match. He was brilliant. And as I said before, some of the games, because of the high expectation, he's not as bad as people make it out to be. But the 2 games in Jamaica wasn't great at all in the first one, and it was woefully poor in the other one. So again, let's see now that he's overseas and not here in Jamaica, where his friends that he grew up with are. Let's see how will he play tomorrow.
Well, I think that is a whole heap of excuse, because I'm playing at the Gold Cup and I'm not giving nothing. Let me tell you one of the things that Leon Bailey is not doing properly. He's not scanning the pitch. He's not beware of him surrounded. He don't know when to jiver. He don't know when to pass. He don't know when to shoot. Come on, bro. You're playing professional football for over 7 years now, brother. You're playing against some football team minutes, bro. You want to take 100 touch. Like, I see Bailey when he play for Aston Villa, and I have this problem with him agent over and over on this show. Lego the football, Virgin. Them are going to make it so easy. Him sit a man there, him play 1-2, take the wild pass, move it. Bailey want to become he might have chop 1 man 4 times. Bailey not even beating him players right now. These are some of the local things that Leon Bailey is doing, and it affect him. Right now, me even want to say Leon Bailey start for Jamaica. A whisper need to get Leon Bailey time right now. He's not doing nothing. A 2 year now, Leon Bailey no play a good game. The last time Bailey played good against Mexico in the Nation League when him score either. That's like 2 years ago. No, man, we cannot, just like how we pressure on the coach, the Bailey need to come off the bench right now.
Well, he did come off the bench in the last game, but I thought it was maybe the coach rotating to see it. But let's see. You're right that sometimes he does it, holds on to the ball way too long. This is, and personally for me, when he just went to Germany, one of the things that I rated with him is that his decision making was good. His decision making is letting him down for the Reggae Boyz. So I agree with that.
Yeah. So, all right. So, talking about our defense, our right side, Zidane, how can we stop the leaking on our right side, man? Everybody attack us down on that side. Whether it be O'Neal Fisher playing there, whether it be Alpha Spowell playing there, whether it be Dexter playing there, whether it be, we have about 5 different players playing our right back. What we need to do to stop the bleeding? Every single goal we concede from that side.
We just have to keep searching for the right player who can give you a great balance of being good going forward and also be very strong defensively. Lembesiki, not the greatest defensively, but he's definitely a nice player to have going forward. But one of the things also is that Damian Lowe, I think he plays on the right side in terms of the central defender. He's usually over on that side. And I think Damian Lowe is no longer the player he once was 5-6 years ago for the Reggae Boyz. He's leaking. He's making a lot of mistakes. He's always out of position. He's not a great tackler anymore. He's very wild. And that compounds the problem when a player like him is not covering well for his right back when they go up the field. So I think that's also a part of it, because on the other side, I think we're pretty solid, especially when the Brentford defender is here. So I think Lowe is also one of the problems on that right side of the defense, because he's usually the center half that plays on the right side.
Yeah. But we have a look at you named Latibody, the coach is playing. One of my problems with the coach, him take too long to adapt and him gain management. That's my biggest problem with this coach. Like, yes, I understand say you want to make sure that they give player time, but this is not the time for it. Next year is crunch time. We're going into a period of time in the football where the team's supposed to aisle and a rub down and machine come next year. One of the things that the coach not japping Damian Lowe, Javier Brown, keep on making these same mistakes affecting the team, Bridget.
Yeah, as we say, we're not sure if it was a situation where Leon Bailey was dropped or he was just ensuring that enough players got games and then he would start his best team against the tougher opponent of the two against Haiti tomorrow. But then for me, Low has to go. I think when Pinnock is here.
No, not call it back into the team.
No, I think he has to go. I think we should look elsewhere. He's struggling. He has been struggling over the last couple of years, and I don't see him getting better. It is getting worse. I think Bernard and Pinnock Ethan Pinnock must be a starting line. I'm happy to see that King is back in the fold. And when King came in at the back end of the last World Cup qualifying campaign, he was top notch. And what I like with him, he's more comfortable on the ball. He doesn't make rash decisions. And even if he's going to pass out, he's a completely better passer than Damian Lowe. And Damian Lowe always wants to make these long, big passes. And he's not good at it. So for me, I think he should be dropped and we should move forward. I think he's a real problem. He's a problem player right now for the Reggae Boyz, Damian Lowe.
Boy, Zidane, when people talk, you know, man, may I tell you, see the game against Haiti, nobody, if you tell, everybody want Damian Lowe go right now, brother. And it kind of sad. But for me, I wouldn't want to see him just complete out of the Reggae Boyz team. I think him have some experience to add to this team. I think we can play him in certain game. But for me, I would want to see him on the bench. I think him good to make the bench. But rather play him Lati body here. I would love to see the coach play him at right back, bulldog. Right? That's his position. That is his natural position. Right back or centre back. The coach continue playing to see them. What about Richard King playing in that CDM role because of how comfortable he is to read the game and thing? You see him as a CDM or you see him as a centre back?
I didn't see him play there when he was at Clarendon College. I haven't seen him play.
Just a second. He played for the team in Iceland in defensive midfield. He has been playing.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen a game with him, but if he's good with looking over his shoulder, because sometimes people see defenders facing the play and they're comfortable in possession. It's a different kettle of fish when you're asked to fetch with your back to your opposing team. It requires a different set of skills, a different technical ability. And that's why Latibodier is struggling. Latibodier, when he used to play centre back or right back, when he's facing his opponent, he's comfortable on the ball. When you have to fetch and turn and twist, pass around people, looking over your shoulder to see where the defender is coming from, that requires a different set of skill. More people are around you in tight areas when you play in midfield. So I would have to see King doing it first before I would take that risk to play him there for the Reggae Boyz.
Okay, but we're right back position though. We're right back. We know we have two left back. We have Ethan Pinnock who can play on the right hand, left hand side over there. We have Amari Bell, we have Greg Lee. We're good over on that side, but we're right back on the right side centre back. That's where we need to start out. What do you think about Hector coming back in the fold?
Well, understand, I haven't seen it, but based on reports, he has consistently played well this season for Charlton, and he's in form, and that's why the coach went for him. And guess what? He was very good against Grenada, but it's only Grenada, so we have to wait and see. He's loyal to the cause. He has been here for a while. We know he had some issues with some of his former teammates in the Reggae Boyz squad. It's not that he didn't want to play for us. So yeah. I have no problem with him coming back. Let's see if he can repeat that sort of performance against a better Haitian team. But I always like Hector. I don't think he's as bad as people made him out to be. I thought he was a scapegoat in many occasions. So I think he's a player that we can work with. So I have no issues with him. And as I said before, he came in and while it's Grenada, he did his job and he played very well.
One of the things that we want to touch upon, because I want to give a lot of credit to the goalkeeper pool. We have a very good, outstanding goalkeeper. We have Wade Young playing in the game last Thursday, looking good, even when Andre Blake missing, we don't seem like we're missing Andre Blake. Are we comfortable, can say now, our goalkeeper pool is strong, they're at a good age. We have Boys Clark playing for Reading in England, we have White played at Wade played for a team in the USL, and we have a couple Jamaican goalie that can we say no, we're comfortable with our goalkeeper pool right now?
Yes, in the past we saw where when Blake was missing, we wondered and if the replacement is suitable, and definitely Wade. He pulled off quite a number of spectacular saves over the last two starts that he has had. So yes, and the other goalkeeper is also a quality goalkeeper. So yes, I think we are very strong in that position. We are very deep in that position. So it's a good look. We are no longer heavily dependent on Blake. If Blake is not playing, we are worried because, as I said before, he pulled off some wonderful saves over the last 2 starts that he have had. That's weight. So, yes, we are comfortable in that era right now.
Yeah, fair enough. So we talk about the right back, but more you give me an overall. We have Cephas, we have Whisper, we have so many attacking players looking good for the Reggae Boys. You have Cephas playing against Galatasaray, scored 2 weeks ago. We have Whisper coming into the ranks right now. We have Demarik looking good. We have Shaman Nichols to score a goal for over 2 years. He haven't scored, trying to find back in feet. We have Mikel Antonio. We have Bobby Reed. Where you think the weakness in this team? Because we look like we have a foundation, we have a strong core player, and we have more young players adding to it.
Yeah, I like the core of players that we have right now. I think they are really good. And that's one era where the coach, for the most part, you 1 and 2, you might wonder why Ravel Morrison has not been able to make this team. You hear the arguments about him not playing football right now, but Dejan Whisper Richard is not playing either. And I would pick both. I think they are quality players. So I think we need a player who can put his foot on that ball and not worried about losing the football and helping to get us out of trouble, to create space. Because I think we struggle with our spacing. That's the problem right now. The coach has to fix that. We have a wealth of you see first, you're right. And as I said, the players are playing in top leagues that we haven't seen the likes of before when it comes down to Jamaican players. If you look right across Europe, we can find players. So the players are there. They are talented enough. And it's just that the coach needs to fix it. We have a big problem with good opposing team when we're facing them to get the ball from defense to attack comfortably. That's a big problem for us.
Yeah, all right. Based on what I hear from credible people, it's not about Ravel Morrison not having a club. It's because of Ravel Morrison had to deal with. He's a guy that give a lot of problem on camp. How you manage that as a coach, deal with Ravel Morrison, very good talented player. He can add to this midfield. How you think the coach should approach this?
But he was here right through the World Cup qualifying campaign. He was called for 90% of the games. When Paul took over from Tapa, he started in every game and he looked awesome. He started the Nation League game against Mexico that you said, Leon Bailey. Well, yes, he was brilliant in that game. If you can go back in the last 2 World Cup qualifying games against Honduras and El Salvador, Leon Bailey was also brilliant. That combination between himself and Ravel was good. So I don't understand where the serious problem is coming from. He played. He was in the squad for most of the time and he played for most of the points. I don't think the problem is as big as people is making out to be.
He played some really good game, and even Bailey have to give him credit. Ana Paula, the last 4 games, the man Paula will look really good. What do you think about Paula coaching style? Because I was enjoying that in the last 4 games. He were losing a lot of games. He were conceding a lot of games. But you can see the system of play, how he want to play, how the team, how Bailey look right, how the thing was just clicking. We were creating opportunity. It was just a matter of time. Him getting more better player, the team would have been. What do you think about Paul coaching system?
Yeah, I think Paul, if he was still there, you're talking about continuity there because he would have been the assistant to Tapa right through the campaign. He would have been familiar with most of these players. And he also then became the head coach and was doing well with the players in terms of how we play. So it was a little bit disappointing that the JFL wasn't able to work out a deal with Paul Hall. I'm understanding that at the time it was about money. Paul Hall wanted too much money. But when you hear the rumors about the salary that Hal Grimson is getting right now, you wonder if the JFF did have that money and was just reluctant to retain Paul Hall. But I would have kept Paul Hall, and I think right now with the team, because he was there before, he was with the players, then he wouldn't have to be talking about, oh, you need time, because Paul Hall would have had his time to build a team from the latter stage of the World Cup campaign, and he would have been familiar with the players because he was the assistant coach under Tapa. So I think that was a big mistake by the JFF not to tie down a deal with Paul Hall.
Yeah, and the money, as we said, the rumors, ridiculous money that the coach is getting, but that's not, I'm not sure why the JFF work like this. But you know, once you go against the JFF, it's just, that's it for you. No matter if you can do your job, it's just that a matter of time for the JFF to get rid of you. But talk to me about Tariq McGee. You see him any place or where you think a lot of people calling in asking for Tariq McGee. What do you think on Tariq McGee?
All right, you will have pushbacks. You will have people saying, "Oh, we would have seen Tariq McGee before." But when I see the other options of players who is expected to be the creative link in that midfield, then you understand why people are clamoring for Tariq McGee. Tariq McGee was good enough to attract a club in Belgium. He's now playing in the USL, and I don't want to hear the argument because there's a player right now who started in our last game that is playing in the USL. So the USL clearly is a league that we are using players from. And he has been sensational. You look at the goals that he has been scoring. I cannot understand. I cannot fathom our player. When you look at what we have, people, we're not saying Tariq McGee is Zinedine Zidane or Riquelme are one of those types. I'm saying that when you look at what we have in the players who are asking to put their foot on the ball, to move past a couple of players, to wiggle out of trouble in the middle of the park, none right now is as good as Tariq McGee. So I think Tariq McGee, for me, being in the squad is a must. If I was the manager, he would be one of the first names on my 23 or 25 squad to come and play right now. No two ways about it.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you this question, but before me ask you, I'm taking this call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Zidane.
Good evening, sir.
Just you really say a big man. Say over all of them man them ways on the side. Tariq McGee better than them, Zidane.
No man, listen. Of the players who were asked to do the midfield creative
work. I'm reading the 1 year for that you say a while ago. Go on.
I said of the players who are asked to do the creative midfield work, Tariq McGee is better than all.
Yeah. So Tariq McGee better than DJ?
Who is that?
Daniel Johnson.
Daniel Johnson.
As a creative player? By far.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, boy. You're no, come around now. Come around, man.
Talk to the man.
Daniel Johnson is not an out and out creative player.
Hold on. You don't make a talk, but you're going too far now, my boy. So you are telling me, say, Tariq McGee, we're going to Belgium, we even get a must play on 30 or 40 minutes in a 3 year. And I come off of the bench in the USA. Better than a man we are playing at the championship.
No. I never said he was better than Daniel Johnson.
No, he's better than him, you know. Listen, Carla. Listen,
Daniel Johnson is not an out and out creative midfielder. He's a box-to-box player or a defensive midfield player. No, he's not.
He's a
Carla, you have to be fair, Carla. Hold on. Carla, you have to be fair. Daniel Johnson is playing on the wing for him club, Stoke City right now. And he's not an out and out number creative midfielder. He's a
not number
box to box.
But here we make it worse now. If him is a number and he can do it better than Maggie, we are number 10. That make him even 10 times better. Maggie, listen me, Ryan. Maggie get 3 goals. He must come off of the Ryan. You say I depend on Maggie. Because make them win qualify for World Cup. We are playing at the USL. We are coming off of the bench in the USL. Jamaica have a serious problem, brother. And you say from the money attack, Ryan, this man has Zidane when if you listen to him, brother, at the whole of Jungle and Rima and Tivoli in Jamaica side. That man not rate the English-based player, them, brother.
I never said that. Didn't you hear me ask for Robert Morrison?
Words. You say it not in as many words. And then
Carla,
I asked for Ravel Morrison first.
Him asked Ravel Morrison to, you know, Carla.
Yeah, Ryan, him just a bit politically correct, man. And here the man goes saying, all right, let me ask you a question. Like how you said the coach. And now do the right. Are you suggesting we should fire the coach now? Because you said the coach, not good. So we should have fired him and go get left.
No, I used the word ordinary actually. I didn't say it wasn't good. I said he was doing ordinary things. I think he should come out of some pressure. I think we should be playing better right now.
Okay, but listen me. A better win match or a goal win match?
No, but Carla, you can't look at the football like that in a bit. Because you don't want to
a better or a goal win match.
I think we will struggle against better opponent based on how we are playing now.
Okay, but we not go Mexico go draw 2-2. Remember Rebel give the penalty over there if I never Rebel with a great history and winning in Mexico. Brother,
no, we don't know.
Look into brother. What if Jamaica in the position where 80 go in a way we're going at the final game and might not make it to the next round? Brother, listen to me, man. You hire a man to do a job and the man to do the job. You're the only man we know where that fire man to do the job where you hire him. It no matter how the man do it, the man get the result, brother.
That's what you said about Theodore Whitmore as well. And you see what happened to us? Oh, he's getting the results against the smaller nations. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And when it was too late, we fired totally more.
Carla, hold on. Remember, say Theodore Whitmore thing was up there, neck. Theodore Whitmore get the Theodore massacre all of these small nations, you know. I'm stuck in pack, you know. And when you go up at the bigger team, we lose, you know. You forgot about that?
But Ryan, to be honest with you, Ryan, we have to call a spade a spade. Theodore, Jamaica don't clear them, right? Because you see our midfield, most of our midfield we have come from the USL, Ryan. They're not good enough for this, Ryan. In like Tyler Adams, we are the whole midfielder for USA and Mackenzie and the other youth in the middle. Our middle can't stand up to the US, Ryan. And our middle can't stand up to Mexico. So when you check it out, Ryan, the team them we're supposed to beat, we beat. And the team them we're supposed to lose, so we lose up on paper.
All right. Carla, let's run it. I'm going to take the next one, yeah?
Yeah, man, respect me.
All right, big up yourself. Enough respect, man. Zidane, I said me did want to ask you a question, Zidane. Where I say right now, what is Jamaica best starting lineup right now before we take the next card?
All right, let's say Pinnock is available. Obviously, Blake in goal. Pinnock could be one of the central defenders with Bernard for me, Lembisiki at right back, and Gregley at left back. Personally, I would play 3 in the middle of the park. I would play the former Montego Bay United player. I think he was our best midfielder in the World Cup. I'd let him be our central defensive midfield player. I would use Daniel Johnson. I don't know why he doesn't start more as that box-to-box midfielder. And personally, for me, I would have Tariq Magee in the squad as my attacking midfield player. Leon Bailey on one side, and Damari Gray on the other side, with Mikel Antonio up front. I think right now, for me, if I was the coach, those are the players that would be my first choice starting lineup.
Okay, fair enough. Carl, welcome to the show.
Yeah, what me I say is, we have to clear for the caller talk about it, because the caller go all over the place and talk some things we must say earlier when the man never say, in terms of creative midfield player, are a number 10. None of the players them we have in a squad right now are better than Maggie, and the people need to open them eye and understand that who is currently in the team as a number 10, who is better than Tyrese Magee. None of them. If you look, if you say, if you pair Maggie with Daniel Johnson, if you have a proper central defensive midfielder, Tariq Magee and Daniel Johnson in the middle of the park, you are going to tell me, say, that midfield is not a good midfield?
Definitely, I think that will be more fluid.
Yeah. That's not bad.
But you see, my problem is, the coach still keep Lottie Body in the middle of the park, and then the other game, Trinidad game, the man play Lottie Body and Lambert. How can you play against Trinidad and you're playing Lottie Body and Lambert in the middle of the park? Who is going to pass the ball? Because it cannot be Lottie Body and it can't be Lambert. So I'm trying to figure out who in the middle of the park, right? So then we come back down to the point. Tyrese Magee is playing for Colorado Springboks. Romario Williams is playing for Colorado Springboks. The same team Magee play for is the same team this guy is playing for. And the guy not scoring a portion of goal. But he's getting a call to Jamaica team. Magee can't get the call. So me I still try to figure out why is it that Magee would not necessarily be an addition to the team. 4 new players are coming. Ming are coming, King are coming. When him there, what that? Ming, King, Antonio, and how do you know that player? They miss them up there.
How about your midfielder? How about your midfielder?
Anglin. That's an Anglin. So, me I look and I say, all of them money ticket could have buy. So then why cheapest ticket couldn't buy?
Because it's cheaper. They're coming from Jamaica.
So then let me ask you a question. If you're saying it is cheaper, that means they don't really want to see us on the team. Because we already know so the ball are playing at first. We already know so when we have to call a player, we have to go buy a ticket to the player. So why is it that you're not buying the ticket for the player cup? Because you know which part the player play. You know say we have to have matches coming up, and you know say it's an international window. So then why is it that the ball, and you're not coming out and telling us that the ticket is cheaper? That's why you're getting these 50 players. Antonio, I go come for one game, 80 game, because you never come to Trinidad game. So we bought Antonio. Antonio come from England. So from my perspective, I don't think England is any much superior than and Turkey. Then probably in the same range.
Yeah,
Let's say
I agree with you. I agree with you on that, CC.
And Cephas is younger, so Cephas are the future of Jamaica football. You get what I say? We need Antonio in the team, but something not right when you go pick the youth, and then you go say ticket problem. So me not really like that scenario. But then for me, as I said, we have to work with the squad that we have right now. But the only little things that we need to work out, the right back situation. We have a right back, but we choose to play midfield. So we have to play the right back at right back. For me, right now, my midfield would be, I know a lot of people would laugh, my midfield would be Daniel Johnson, Demario Phillips, and Kevin Lambert. That Lambert can tackle, Phillips can pass, Phillips can play the number 10 role. Seeing as though you don't have Maggie saying at the team. Daniel Johnson can play back-to-back role. And you play a 3-man midfield. So if he plays that, it's not like say you will have a proper midfielder, you will have a man who can tap in a midfield. So Lambert's job is to free up things, recycle possession. Let it off and Daniel Johnson make him carry the ball, and then Demario Phillips get a little bit higher and he might try to create something. We have the wingers already. We have Demario Gray, we have Liam Bailey. Who can create off the flank. So for me, it's a situation where you have to adjust the middle of the ball.
Okay. But we have to roll even. We have to take a next one here.
Well, one thing. Let me say one last thing.
Make it quick.
Al Grimson, Tapa made it to the final at the Gold Cup. Al Grimson, with a better team, never go anywhere in the Gold Cup off note. Or whether comes off note. And people are saying he must get pressure because if it was Tapa, people would have to Tapa get fired already. But that's all I'm have to say.
All right, big up yourself. Enough love and respect, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you think the Jamaican public have a different love for overseas coach than our local coach?
Yeah, they think once it's foreign, and I'm not one of those people, and that's why I was disappointed with the first call where if I call a speed, if you're a local player, I don't think you're good enough. I will say you're not good enough. You're a local coach, I don't think you're, because I was asking that Tapa for Tapa to be removed when I realized that it was going downhill. I thought I made a lot of bad mistakes early. So I'm not one of those who is a Jamaican versus an overseas thing. I just think Hal Grimson, his style of play and what he has done with the team, because it's a good set of players, he's just struggling for me. And it doesn't seem as if he's going to fix it. He keep using Latibodier, who is a headless chicken. Latibodier is one of the worst midfielders I've ever seen played for Jamaica. He's not a midfielder, and he's persisting with him. And we must sit back and wait. As CC just said, Tapa Whitmore, when he just came back, took a local base player, a local base squad rather, to the final of the Gold Cup.
Fair enough, but is it a case that I want to clear up this incident? Because the people they must say, oh, the first caller say rate overseas. Is it that so true?
No, I want Ravel in the team. I would pick Ravel right now. If you ask me Ravel or Tariq McGee, I would have, because I mentioned Ravel first, I would have chosen Ravel Morrison over Tariq McGee. But coaches keep always talk about Ravel indiscipline within squad. So maybe they're not going to call him, so that's why I went to Tariq McGee. But if you ask me who is the better player of the two, who would I choose if my life depending on it to play for me? It would be Royal Morrison. He's not a Jamaican-born player.
Okay, fair enough. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Calling from all the way in Buckley, New York.
No, I'm calling from all the way in the Bronx.
Oh, in the Bronx. My apology.
Yes.
Okay, sweetheart. Go ahead.
I just want to add my little 2 cents. I really grew up with a lot of brothers playing football. So I can, do a little keeping up myself, maybe about 30 on my knees straight.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say now, just to go back to the start of the program, when you asked then about Bailey and his performance, to be honest, Jadane, I think I tiptoe around the issue with Bailey. Bailey is not consistent in his play at all. Ryan, you call a spade a spade. and you hit the nail on the point. Him needs to come off of the bench. Him not to start none at all. With the coach, his performance. I am not too impressed with the coach at all, and especially in terms of him. It seems as if it's two different games. He's watching. When I'm watching, I think Al Grimsey is taking too long to make the necessary changes at the right time. He's taking too long to make the changes. And to be honest with you, I'm not impressed with him.
So what would you do then if you're not impressed right now? What would you do? Or how many more time you give him for him to get this thing run properly?
We don't have much. We don't have no time, you know. He needs to go now. If he needs to go now, yeah. I agree with Gideon where that is concerned. You're not gonna wait. We don't have time. We don't have time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I watch him coach how many matches already, and every time a crucial point when I'm supposed to make the team make the changes, the man I take too long for put on. Like it's two different match we watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. Time come.
Yeah. Okay. Zidane, or your answer to the lady saying you're beating around the bush with this poster about Leon Bailey.
The thing is, nobody can go around the fact that it's basically now a fact that Leon Bailey is not playing to the level that we see him do for his clubs. He was at Genk, he set the place on fire, he was bought by Leverkusen, he was brilliant in Germany, made the German team of the year, he was bought by Aston Villa, had some injuries last year that started the season very well in terms of goals. We're not seeing that for Jamaica. But when somebody is so talented, you don't want to be quick. Because really and truly, how many players we have at our disposal now that you think are more talented than Leon Bailey?
Whisper right now, Zidane, be honest.
Look here, we don't know half of Whisper what he can do, and I am willing to give Whisper a start
over Bailey.
Yeah,
over Bailey anytime, any day.
Whisper started recently, and we only saw flashes. We realized that inexperience took this too because he's not used to playing against professionals. So he was clearly much better than all the schoolboys here in Jamaica. So yeah,
no man, Zidane, give me
no.
Zidane,
every opportunity that Whisper got and go up on that field, him do much more than what I see Bailey doing.
True, it the post come
every
inside Zidane.
Yeah, but that those are flashes though.
No man, way better than Bailey.
And you're saying must wait. Yes, Bailey is skillful and him have the talent. And if he was playing elsewhere for any other team or whatever, and he is so inconsistent, there's no way they would start him. He could have talent from here until he'll freeze.
Yeah, but the coach is not looking at Whisper to be a starter because Leon Bailey didn't start in the last game and Whisper didn't start either.
But him start him tomorrow. Him start him tomorrow. Him resting him for tomorrow, Zidane.
Resting Whisper.
See what you have. See what the youngster have from now.
No, well, I personally would have started Whisper in that.
Bring him on the last 10 minutes or the last whatever. I need to get more time.
No, I would have started Whisper against
Bailey.
No, I don't think he's ahead of Bailey just quite yet.
I'm not saying that he's ahead of Bailey right now, but Bailey has been inconsistent. When are we going? We've been waiting and waiting forever for him to become consistent. He's inconsistent. He's not going with anything. And we are tiptoe around the east and a tiptoe. We're not just call it.
Yeah.
Ryan, your point sharp, your man today and put point for the blade. It dull.
Hold on, Carla. First I calling.
The first time I'm calling in, I watch you all the time.
Yeah, what's your name, Carla?
But I name Megan.
Megan, man, I'm gonna put on your name, man, for big up, man, because you're part of the woman squad now, you know.
No,
Megan.
but look here. Well, I said that I'm not connected. I have a brother that plays for Jamaica, you know. I don't want to call him name right now.
Yeah? You mean at the team now?
I have a brother that play for Jamaica
Oh,
under 23 alongside Anandalo back in the days. A lot of people would know about him. He has an academy in Fort Lauderdale. And I have a nephew that play under 17. And I'm also affiliated to the assistant female coach for the Reggae Girls.
okay.
So I'll leave it at that.
All right. Big up yourself, Megan. Really appreciate you calling. Thanks for being a fan of the show here. And you must
Yeah,
call
man,
in more
always,
often here.
always watch you, Brian. Always watch. Always watch.
All right. All right.
Always watch. And see your thing at Bill and I get big on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Go on to the work. Go on put in the hours.
Yeah, man. No
The
respect.
PR.
Man. All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yes, Zidane. You know the fans them over here hard dealing like on the radio program, you know. You understand?
Yeah, man, I'm accustomed to it.
Yes, Zidane. So what's the score for tomorrow, though?
Haiti, they played so well against us, and we were fortunate. They had a glorious opportunity to go up 3-1 against us in that game, and I thought we would have lost if that was the case. So it's a tough one to call. Mikel Antonio will be an X factor. He hardly puts a foot wrong for us. So I think it's a stronger Jamaican team that will be there. Outside of Pinnock, I think it is stronger than the previous team. It depends again. That comes down to what the coach does. But I'm seeing Jamaica getting at least a draw. I think this one will end 1-1. I think it will end in another stalemate.
Yeah, we don't want a jack. We need to tap the group though. But people, we have almost 500 of you guys in the chat. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. People, I'm telling you, when we have so much crowd, we need for the city board. Pretty. Agent, United, put some money on the board. On the board, man. Take your note to your pocket, man. People, put some money on the board. Pagan, put a $10 on the board, man. Harry, man, big up yourself. Harry, man, put some money on the board. Make the board look good, man. Big League Leng, put a $500 pound on the board, no, man. People, take your note on the pocket and light up the board, people. Light up the board. Agent Tennessee, welcome to the show.
We realize if I would hear can manage it that way, brother. The agent, are you an agent? Are you collect information? And the agent work and collect information. We don't collect no.
You know, I reckon the jail man. I will give the press officer job, you know. I will give Earl Bailey job, you know.
No, man, we can't manage that. You me talk like a countryman, we can't manage that. You want the people run me off a place.
All right, sir. Go ahead, man. What's your concern tonight,
Yeah,
sir?
man. So, what we want to ask Zidane, we don't know if Zidane will play for French hour, but Zidane we are deal with.
Yeah, man.
More Zidane, what makes it to use? Because Tariq Maggie better and Palmer and Daniel Johnson. What kind of metrics they use?
All right. When I saw Palmer, I have to go by what I saw from Palmer when he played in those two games. When he was called the last time. He was ordinary. He doesn't look very creative. He doesn't look very skillful on the ball. He misplaced a lot of passes. I don't know if you all remember the game when Tariq Maggie went into Costa Rica. He was absolutely brilliant. He was sublime with his passing in that game.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I haven't seen much of Palmer. But based on what I saw recently, my boss, I have to just go with Tariq Maggie right now. It doesn't look the part Palmer at all.
So, you say Tariq Maggie did brilliant against Costa Rica, no?
Yes.
Are you watching the whole game or you just watch when he make a turn?
I watch all of the game.
Well, if you watch that game and say Tariq Maggie did brilliant, I don't know. Maybe you watch a different game and thing. Because I'm seeing play against USA too. And I don't say Maggie is not a good player, no, brother. I mean, can't be a good player, but what you say, no make no sense. Because you
realize we're judging Tariq Maggie against the teams who finished in the latter stages of the World Cup qualification in CONCACAF. Palmer played against some minnows and was ordinary. He played against Haiti. Haiti wasn't able to make the last 6 of the World Cup qualification campaign the last time around.
Right now, you can't. Right now, at this moment here, Haiti is a better team than Costa Rica. Right now.
No. You're a madman, Tennessee. Don't bother with that on the show.
When last watch Costa Rica play?
Tennessee.
Well, I know. When last watch Costa Rica play?
Listen to me, now, man. Haiti is not better than Costa Rica, so don't tell me that.
All right. Ryan, stop watching ranking. Wait until the second round start, and you must see when me I tell you.
Haiti are go home, brother.
Tell you this.
Haiti not even make it out of the next round.
Hold on. You see the Costa Rica way I talk about, that a Costa Rica from the World Cup qualifier. And they say Costa Rica you have to see.
But them have good youth
player. With good youth player, yes. All right, what we say when the next round starts, at the thing. But when I say to the brother, I mean, when I say Whitmore, coach that reached World Cup final. Whitmore reached World Cup final when Mexico play Confederation Cup with their first team, and them have a third team playing at the because Confederation Cup you get one at the same time. USA is the same thing. So me not say it's not a good job in though. But I think sometimes it's kind of disingenuous all the time. Because even when Whitmore playing at the Nations League, Whitmore playing
But Carla, that Mexico team with a third string Mexico team is better than the Haiti team. And again, this coach is struggling against Minos. The team is looking ordinary against not Mexico, not USA, not these people. He's looking ordinary against Caribbean rivals.
So all right. So you do watch the Gold Cup with Whitmore reach the final?
Yes.
Dennis, you did watch that. You cannot say same thing now. Because
we predominantly local based players.
Base player.
You didn't have Mikel Antonio, you didn't have Ravel Morris, you didn't have Leon Daly, you didn't have the likes of those when he just took over back the team. I said he did that job with local based players when he initially took over back the team.
But Whitmore in a League B. League B start. If you notice, Whitmore no coach. Whitmore don't play no much in the League A. A League B though. And the team they went playing against the League B, way weak on the team they went in the League B. I mean I'm talking about Whitmore in the night, but
I think you give me the score apart.
No, as what I say about Maggie no better than them man there. Only thing you can do use and just Maggie away than a school by football. I went in the USA right now. Because
you watch Palmer in the championship?
Huh?
Where does Palmer play?
Casey Palmer. He play for Coventry City.
Coventry play for now.
You watch him when he plays for Coventry?
What you mean?
I doubt that.
Me watching Trinidad Bristol City. So you say you tell me Mr. Palmer brilliant in the championship last year and this. Remember, brother, Maggie made that Belgium. And
Palmer was great last year, see that?
I know
him almost bring him team to the Premier League. And because of injured, he was brilliant last season and even the same season before that. But Tennessee, I think you missed the point where Zidane said. I think most of you guys don't know. I realize there's no phone on the listen, you know. When you just like to talk, but you don't listen. The man said about Casey Palmer. He might talk about Casey Palmer, 2 games in play. Now talk about Casey Palmer overall career, brother.
Yeah, right.
And the next thing I want to kill the man for, brother, the man say about Daniel Johnson. The man never say Tariq make it better than Daniel Johnson. The man say as a number 10, Tariq make it better than him as a number 10. But the overall player, Daniel Johnson is a better player. You know, listen to what the man say, you know, brother.
But the coach no play Daniel Johnson as a number 10, not Palmer.
Yeah, he play box to back. He talk about creativity, Tennessee. Creativity, the man attack, brother. I realize when you're not listening, I'm telling you, brother. Tennessee, me play it back again for you. Me play it back for you. Because you realize.
No, I understand how you're saying.
Hold on, because it's not you alone, you know. The people in the comments. Let's listen to this. I'll come back. Big up Pagan for your super chat. Listen to this, people.
You know what I realize with a lot of people? Why they're stuck. Why they don't go further than they are, why sometimes they regress, why people that are so quick to comment negatively or give a backhanded compliment and think it's okay, or make a backhanded comment, because they're so focused on the messenger and not the message. And that's a big issue that I'm noticing pretty much every day. So many people want to listen to reply and not listen to apply. You want to listen to respond, but not listen to understand. Focus on the message.
You hear that, Tennessee?
Yeah, no, me understand what you say. But what me I say, the coach never play Casey Palmer in a number 10 position. He never play Johnson in a number 10 position. Both of them can play. If he coach choose to play them there. So, he might say, Maggie, but no. But he might make a statement and say, Maggie, better everybody when try in the midfield. Like that he man said, no.
No. I said Maggie is better than who is there as an out-and-out creative midfielder.
But
if you just want creativity, you're not talking about ball retention and dropping deep and fetching. You're just talking about defense splitting, passing and getting by people in and around their 18-yard box. Tyrek Maggie is ahead of who is there now.
No, but you see coach make a Palmer in attacking midfield,
Well, I never brought up Casey Palmer. You all did. And Daniel Johnson.
No, but in play too. No, that's I'm bring it up. And this me I say na fight on the argument. But because I say, me watch Maggie play, and if I'm Jamaica, I judge Maggie and say in better nobody, you lie to yourself. Go back and watch all I match what Maggie play because me see with more. I've been rate Maggie in Costa Rica man. For the sideline.
No, because Tapa is a defensive coach and he wants everybody to work back and defend. And Tyrek Maggie, we all know, is not the best in terms of tracking back and running back and making tackles in the middle of the park. So that's why he was berating Tyrek Maggie.
See, I'm just talking to man. I want to know where Maggie make nice Costa Rica match to get them. But
I didn't see even one turn from Casey Palmer the other day.
Big up yourself.
But what you feel? What you feel when man play pan? Look at the field where Maggie play pan, Costa Rica make one turn, and what you feel when Casey Palmer play pan?
So
big up yourself. Yeah, man. All right. Big up to all of the donors, them. People, take your note in your pocket, man. Tennessee, put something up on the board. One Stop Caribbean. Big up yourself here. $13 Canadian. Really appreciate it, brother. Pagan, big up yourself for your donation. Enough love and respect. And big up to all the truck driver them in Jamaica. I have truck driver there in Jamaica, you know. So big up yourself, Bala. Enough love and respect. Really appreciate the donation. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live and here with Zidane Matthew and Ryan LFC. Talk to me.
Yeah, man, Ryan, big up yourself. And, more make a statement. More of the commenters, them like, just be more respectful to the callers, them. Please, because you have new viewers coming and think on the show. You see me? Just respect the thing and respect everybody thing. It's like Ryan showed a video a while ago. I demonstrate that thing. So just respect everybody will come on the thing and nobody with the bad vibes in the comments. Yeah, man, with Tyrek Maggie is more technical with the ball, dribbling and can get through certain spaces and things. But still, all the coach have played the team with the front four up. It now go work to Maggie right there. After you have a 3 man in the midfield. You have to have a 3 man in the midfield. And I think if Maggie get on the field great, a player, a wing, and a next winger, he would have looked good there. So with 2 defensive midfielders behind him. Just with us the technicality to get out of some spaces. And I like we have a strong team, but more than want to see him right there. So with him look at dribbling skills and can pass the ball. He would have fit in a team in a way, and with certain team. But the brother name, him not wrong. You know what I mean? And that's what I see the coach do and experiment with the team. As the lady come, she say I take too long to do certain things now. They get to me and say, yeah man, but you have a next look at youth. The youth when name Theo Mackenzie from Mona. I take in him game them. And I watch the youth there just I watch him come up in I think. A good midfielder too. Just take in Theo Mackenzie.
Number 10
really have much
goal.
Yeah man. Just take him in, man. Him bad on the free kick them. Left foot, right foot. Him have it and him can dribble and him move with the ball. You know what I mean? He move with the ball him. And him not lazy in a midfield either.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's bless him. I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Zidane, boy, my view sometimes they don't listen, you know. They listen, but they're quick for reply.
I have the same issue on the radio program, man. But me so I feel leave you know, Ryan.
Yeah, man. How much more minutes you have to give me?
Me can give you 5 more.
Yeah, man. Then talk to me now, then, man. Talk to me before you leave, now, man.
Yeah, and remember, I want your viewers to understand that, you know, we're talking about Maggie being a part of the squad, you know. And we're not saying you must automatically walk into the team and be a starter. So you want that option, you want that creative option. Since they are saying that their issue with Ravel Mars, because once I heard the argument about not playing enough football, like Whisper was in the squad, we know that was nonsense. So if there's a problem with him, then I think Tyreek Maggie right now is the next best bet. So it's not a matter of people. It's a 25-man squad, people. So you don't think Tyreek Maggie is good enough to make a 25-man Reggae Boy squad right now? That's the question. And the answer to that is yes, he's good enough. He can play in wide areas as well. He can come from the flanks. So he's a hybrid attacking player. We're lacking the creative spark in the park, Ryan. Against good opponents, we are struggling. It doesn't look good. And I think that if we face better people who play like this, they're gonna knock us off.
Yeah. All right. Me I gonna make you think about this one on the stream, the super chat, and then me gonna let you go your answer to that before you go. Carla, man from Dona, where you come from again? Montreal, big up yourself.
One Stop Caribbean.
One Stop Caribbean.
Montreal. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate having me, you guys having me on the program. Yeah. So listen, when I call for now, we get the people in the stadium. But I know you're good youth and you know forget people rally around the team, you know.
No, Jamaica not playing in Jamaica. They are playing in Trinidad.
The game is in Trinidad, yes.
Yeah, the game in Trinidad. Oh my bad. But anyway, end of the day, we still need the support of them in the stadium when we are play at home. 2 games on the road, you know. It's my prediction for that game, yeah. Me feels that Jamaica supposed to win that game, yeah, 2-0. Well, Jamaica really need for the right now is focus more upon a defensive strategy because we are away. So it's a away game. We can't let team goal. So it's very important for like the focus is more defensive, less attack. So we can break on the attack. Man, that's how you guys know the player more than how we know them because you know, you guys more familiar with everybody who are coming. But you know, the international player, them like the English league, you them and thing. But there's so much we can do with them because them not really gelling on the team yet. But my prediction is that 2-0 to win, you know. And that may I look fine because Jamaica need to step up on the defense. We need to stop leak the goal them.
Leak like ice cream.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, Liverpool, man. No respect,
yeah, man.
Appreciate
that's how my thing that, you know. So big up yourself again in the Ryan LFC.
Yeah, man. Big up for your super chat.
Yeah, man. That's nothing, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
Manners and respect again.
Over to you, Zidane Matthew. Because this is the last one before you leave.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. How much more time would you give to the coach?
Well, he's definitely not going to get rid of him now. He's going to go to the next round. Hopefully, we qualify for the Copa. So then we will have a look at it. So we will have a look at him if we do qualify for the Copa America against quality opponents. And I think that's when we should judge him from the start since he came until then. If we're not saying to go there and win the Copa and beat up Brazil and Argentina, but we will then see what he will deploy for his tactics against quality opponents. If we face a Brazil or Argentina, or if we face a Venezuela or Bolivia, what we'll do. I think that's when I will come down on a conclusion whether we must continue with him or not.
Okay. In my opinion, I think Copa, if he cannot qualify for the Copa, again, will the JFF have the money to pay him out for another 2 years there?
It depends on what was agreed upon in the contract.
Well, let's see. But are you seeing Maggie or getting back any opportunity.
All right. If you're not liking Maggie, if you're not wanting Ravel there, the onus is on you now as the manager to find that creative spark, that player or two who can give us that creative spark. He hasn't done that yet.
A lot of people
or Ravel, find one. Find somebody who can do the job.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he don't really like creative players. Based on how them see the team play and continue going with the same added in midfield.
Well, Gray is a creative player. He's just not a midfielder. Leon Bailey, when he's playing well, he's a creative player from wide areas. He's just not a midfielder. So I don't think it's a situation where the coach doesn't like creative player. Whisper is a tricky player. He creates for himself, but he's just not a midfield player. The problem is to find a creative midfield player and to find a defensive midfielder who is very good at helping us with the smooth transition from defense to attack. That's the situation. That's the job that he needs to do.
Most definitely. And Grimy family, big up for your donation. If them a pick JPL player, why Tariq McGee not getting the opportunity?
There you go, my boss.
Anglin as a midfielder, boy. That be a must. Shocking and Tariq McGee.
Exactly my point. So the argument about Tariq McGee is not this and that. Anglin, he has been called.
Yeah, and he's a more defensive midfielder. So more, that's what 4 defensive midfielder in the team now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Zidane, it's a pleasure. Really appreciate, enjoy listening to KLS and the Radio Virgin. Keep up the good job and thing, Virgin. But
all right, yeah, man. Big up. Thanks for having me. We talk.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, man. We talk, Zidane. Yes, yeah, people. Zidane Matthew from KLS, people. Yeah, man. I don't know why him not do more YouTube things still, but yeah. Pick up the Zidane Matthew from KLS, people. You understand? People, as we saying, as we go along, we're going to bring them on and thing, and you will know who Ryan LFC. You know? You will know people. You will know people. You understand? But let's get back in some time. I have a whole heap of missed. People, stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Grammy family, big up for your donation. Big up for your super chat. Enough love and respect. But Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Blessings, Ryan. So I may take you in a reason. And just a couple of pointers when we do some med span.
Yeah.
Like the first thing, when the people must say the coach are like creative players. I think that the context of that just wrong.
You think
Remember, you know. Alright, look at the formation them we are going to play. We've been a play. We play more dominantly either 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, or 4-3-3. We are in that formation would you fit a number 10. In the 4-2-3-1, him use Bobby Reid at the 10. You can't complain Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid is a quality attacking midfielder. So you can't have no complaints there. In the 4-4-2, Lambert and Latibo there. Me get why him probably go there, so because in a 4-4-2 playing in CONCACAF, you have to have a physical appearance towards the midfield if you will lose the midfield battle. So out and right, you probably just end up and go with the defensive midfielder more than an outright attacking midfielder. It's just so unfortunate that we don't have a central midfielder. We probably have the physical side and as good as on the ball as like a creative 8. But me when I say Ravel, I say Ravel player. Ravel no much better than like him have a better pass and touch, but I don't understand why I act like Ravel was this great maestro and big brother. Ravel it was a part and it was a big problem in the field World Cup campaign. You know, come like when I have short-term memory. When I remember all of the time the Ravel go in a game and I walk on the field and do some weird pass. I remember none of them days.
So I say Ravel not helping us. Cannot help us then.
Him can't help us, so I don't understand and look on the age of the man. Why we are go back there? Do next World Cup 2026. So we are look for a man we are 34 and thing and play no internet. Why we need to look forward, brother? Low Ravel. We entertain the talk of Maggie. But still, as I say, the characteristics of a Maggie probably not go fit in as a main person we are going to make a mark. He probably can use as a rotational player when Bobby Reid want to rest him can come on to Bobby Reed, but he not gonna be the man in the side. But what we have now, me can't think of a good 8 or a good 6, so we can come and give it better than what we have already. The names in what me hear call, no excitement in the right there, so to tell you the truth, and I just honest, me be honest. I mean, a man, me not shorter memory, you know. That is why I keep on telling man them say you say a low. Me hear every time when I talk about low for that team and low for star, but me not forget. Cause someone wanna come in and have short-term memory. I went and the man them do the same thing with them normally. The man people do the same thing over and over again and they expect different results. You know? But so that's why I say low Maggie, low Ravel that got pass and gone and we try man, it never work out at time we'll find something new. But until me see a player out there where we're available for Jamaica, we can do the role better. Name some people, a bag of people name a call, but none of them man there. We don't think them better than what we have now. And we think that just that are the thing. The players that we have now in the belly, though as good up to par as the attacking forward players that we have. I think that the question is not matter of the coaching tactics and God, as I said, the coach now really do as a bad job as a lot of man want put him on under some artificial pressure talk about how much time on I go give when come on man. You need to just calm down and just trust the process. Take a page out of the Arsenal fan them book all over waste side. Trust the process and make a man do him thing, brother. Man do as a horrible job. Me see bright sparks in the way the man do. So just give the man some time. The players them as not some man up try pushing some players, none of them players there. It's like 12 or 1 and dozen there. It's no better than where they are. So just have some patience and just trust the process. So that's all I mean.
But one thing before you leave, Carl, would you say because of the consistent with this squad with players playing together, Ravel getting a look in him could do a better job instead of back then was every minute the team a change up?
So the thing I'm saying, Ravel him have a good passing range.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. And to be honest, him is not a mobile player. So even with a good passing range, if you when you go play a better team like a Mexico, he might go easily mark out of the game, might go easily get press and lose the ball. So to me, him not really him probably improve against some of the lesser teams them like the Grenada. But when push come to shove and really need that maestro, Ravel will not be the answer. Ravel will not be the answer in a case like that. That is just my opinion. Another man might think otherwise, but me not just not see Ravel as the answer.
Alright then. Big up yourself, Carla. Enough respect.
Blessings.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla.
Blessed evening, man.
Good evening, man. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. I give thanks when I go and take in the thing and anticipate the match for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Me catch a discussion and see, like everybody I try to say, who can come make great addition and a positive impact in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the middle of the field is a problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
But as I tell you, the middle of the field going to continue to be a problem to us if we continue to have the four attacker. The four attacker them we not tackle. Mm-hmm. We will continue to have Bobby Reed, Gray, Bailey, and Antonio. Antonio drop back, so we now beat Antonio. Boza now drop back, now put a foot. So with them 4 man there right there, so we now put a foot. Even if we get Maggie, we have to have a less quality opponent where we know we can knock and keep the ball. But once we lose the ball, we're in trouble. Because no team in the world, no Argentina, no Brazil, no England, no team in the world can take a pressure for 90 minutes and don't concede. And that's why we defender then get so much blame. You understand? Yeah, man, we beat low, we beat them and low bad. And when Pino come in, we say we are goal skill score and we don't care who we are play goal going to score because the 4 man them up top not helping out the midfield. So alright. And alright, let me switch from a point. Them go up and Maggie them now. Maggie them will get them turn once them approve themselves for them club. Ravel, you understand, I never really rate Ravel from morning because of the same thing when I tell you that we needed tacklers in the middle. And Ravel, a good passer, a good shooter, but if you're not tackling Jamaica, it's going to die. And that we not understand. You see me? The youth, Lambert. You see where Lambert play good for the Gold Cup and play good for club. And what was his reward, Ryan? Him get a contract from an MLS team. That is when you show see a baller improve. You understand? See Fleming's there in Ghana, France, and not go on. The coach, while the coach still about some players, local and some man we're doing the thing long because you have to understand, you know, Jamaica been saving Maria for career about 4 years now. You understand? So me now say the coach now help out. The coach save Boza what day, him go Russia since COVID, since the war of Ukraine, him not go on with nothing. And if Jamaica did drop Boza would not get the contract and him never that play film something there, film club. Because then him get relegated to bench and 1 minute and 5 minutes. So me like what the coach do, because him keep some of the players them we call it. Some of the loyal players them, because remember sometimes we call some man from England and them don't come. So we have to give maps them credit same way. We have to give the man them will come consistently. So I'm gonna beat Bailey. And since Bailey coming at the team, there is never one time we then call Bailey and Bailey no come. You understand? Yeah, well, me not go up on the Bailey, because you know some kind of bias towards Bailey, but we have to look on the factor there too. That we are called ballers and sometimes ballers not coming. Bailey is always present. You understand? And that's why the team takes so long to gel, because we have to use 100 player every year. Because when we have some liquor friendlies, big baller them not coming, which is not totally bad enough. But right now we need the chemistry. Because Concacaf, you're going to see Curacao them with Curacao and Suriname them with them Dutch second and third stream ballers them are coming in and playing consistently together. You're going to see where them have more chemistry than Jamaica. In fact, almost every Jamaica playing a Concacaf. Look like them have more chemistry than we. We play Guatemala, them a bounce ball. We play Curacao a bounce ball. We play Trinidad a bounce ball with not bouncing the ball. So it's right. It's like because we now bounce the ball, it look like we need additional midfield. But it's simple. We don't need no addition no midfield, you know. It's Gray and Bailey to control the middle of the park. And Bobby Reid. And then to control the middle of the park and give Bowser the ball up there and give Anthony the ball up there. Yes, them a play wing, but sometimes the coach give them a free run. And you can see the match in my stadium. We Bailey get a free run one at a time and Gray get a free run where them have the responsibility to go in at the middle, but do what them do or switch wing. The coach have to utilize them two baller there. He's the starting man, them who are the creative man in the team. You understand? So we can't look for Casey Palmer them. Anybody who are coming in the middle of the field, Ryan have to come tackle. And that's my last point. Anybody who's coming in the team, we can't take them for creativity. We have to take them to tackle. Because with those players who are already there, attacking, they have to bring the creativity, and who coming in or who are there have to come in, confirm up the defense and put a shield over the defense. That is what Jamaica want. The shield over the defense. Lower them, hector them, pin up them. For club, now Jamaica cannot take 90 minutes of pressure. Get that in on head, please. Respect, Ryan. Nah, still up.
Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
People hear the caller say, yes, the caller say, we need players going to tackle. You understand? We need players going to tackle. So make sure when you listen to what the caller say. People, we have almost 500 of you guys in the chat. People, come on, man. Why you take you for just hit the like button? Stop what you're doing, no man, people. Hit the like button, man, people. Come on, man. Let's get this video to 500 likes, people. It can't be we have almost 500 people and we not even have 500 likes. Come on, people, man. Support the program, no man, people, by hitting the like button, man. Stop what you're doing, people, and slam the like button, people. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Oh, Ryan, big up and enough love to all the Carla, them. Hear me and say, Ryan, hear my opinion. Sometimes we can't talk without this nobody or anything like. Because we can't love and talk two ways, isn't it? So hear me and say, when me think wrong, we need to start out before we think about Maggie, good baller, good quality baller, but time always there. You see, once me always say that man say success change the narrative, brother. It's just like when you come in and get when you play ball, you know, say if you're a new man, You go so bad, come see some man play ball, and nobody know you. You know, see a goal them a put in.
True.
Even if they don't know, they want to put you in a goal until you prove yourself. So, oh, that boy, you're forward. So, that's how life go, brother. So, no matter what, if nobody don't know you, just go and put in your success and change the narrative. So, hear me, I say, before we think about Maggie, as Maggie to me is like a player that's the icing on the cake. So, we need to have a pool, a player, or a development, a midfielders where we are control the game and we are dominate the game. If we have Maggie and them man in a midfield, and more chaos we have. The reason why we are play with them two man in a midfield, like basically them a centre back, because we don't have the options, we don't have the quality like a Spain, where them can play like a different type of midfield, or a France, you know, France can draft, yeah, this and that. So we are trying make shift it. So we need a better pool. And when I say midfielder, I talk central midfielder, like quality like Gundogan. Me I talk about man like, I not say we are got them players in, but that's how me I talk about when I say central. Wijnaldum, man we kick the pass and knock and move. I not talk about no different type of man like the Ozil them and the Averts them, the makeshift thing, and them thing they create problem. We need proper midfield like Bellingham quality. Sit down on the belly of the park, and then now you can have a Maggie and do what you want and just roam. You see me? I saw it at them time they act. I'm tell you what got me. What master I say Maggie, I'm tell it when talk, I tell him saying for go and develop in game and learn how to play midfield. And that reach Coutinho, you know. You see Coutinho was an attacking midfielder that drift to the left. And what happened is that when Jurgen Klopp want to take him football serious now, he might look upon it and I say, but more want to play with midfielders, more want to play with man like Henderson, more want to play with bodies. I can't trust Coutinho for playing another central role. And then again, he can't trust him to play upon the wing. So he get money and him build him team. So what means that Coutinho now go to Barcelona and the same thing happen. Them want to play upon the wing, but them now want to play in the midfield. And then he go to Bayern and the same thing happen. Then he go to Aston Villa and the same thing happen. That is what happen with those type of attacking midfield players. They're either going to be forced on the wing, and then when they go up on the wing, them not going to score enough goal, and then a better winger will come, and then them not trust them, you know, to put them in the central midfield area for Pandalico, in the we call it flank as a 4-3-3, because they not have the ability there. So my thing is that at them type of player they want first, they can think about the icing and the cake. Want man like a body with control the ball, and then because we not think of creativity we are lack, because we play like 4 forward. I don't think how creative or more attacking it can get than that, right? And I don't think that's the word everybody them a misword. I think we need control on the midfield.
Control.
We need control that we need, Ryan, and then now if we idle, we can have the Maggie them, but as I tell you, Ryan, if we have Maggie, he might go on roam to the right, which for barely play, because he might go try to go inside, and then now you have another problem, brother. So it means that we have enough attacking man out there. Maggie to just go and work on the game. So when a big side sign him, them can trust him to play in the midfield as in a tree. Or I'm going in a situation like Coutinho them, and them are just get makeshift. Yes, bro. So Maggie, if you're here, bro, develop a game. So when a side call you can drop in a midfield tree and you can be that number 8, brother. Or else you go play upon the wing, and then when you not produce, them are buy a winger, and then you just a soft football heartless, brother. So Maggie, work on your work rate, and as I said, success change the narrative. So when nobody now rate you, brother, trust me, people are going to see you. So now watch that, brother. But at that meeting, Ryan still, I don't think of creativity, you know. I keep it there, so I know somebody want to call in, brother. I love your show, and big up, brother. Me respect you, give everybody a voice to talk, you see me? Your own man, go and put in work, you see me?
Yeah, man, big up your man. No further respect, man. Yeah, man, people. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, big up your man, man. No further respect, man. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button, people, very, very important. Yeah, man, people. Make sure that when you hit the like button hit that like button. Appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, man, people, it's all about giving the fans a chance to share their opinion. You understand? We're all about giving the fans an opinion. You understand? But as I say, people, we still have a lot of work to do. You understand? We still have a lot of work to do when it comes on to our football, for our football to improve. You understand? Starting from the JFF, it's starting from the fans, it's starting from everybody. You get to me, I say, yeah, we still have a whole heap of work for the board. One thing I don't want the people them to do is, listen, it's a work in the progress, it's a step in the right direction. I am giving Coach Al Grimson to qualify this team. Yeah, seriously, we want the coach to qualify this team for the Copa America. The Copa America is very, very important. You understand? That is more game to build a team with quality opponents. You understand? Because World Cup is starting in 2025. You understand? So we have to get the ball rolling on a good note. So next year, we have a whole heap of game to play. We have a whole heap of practice game to play. Win this group, top the group. Top the group. Same thing, win the group, top the group, and we get and not a team that, would I say, we don't want to face the United States. I don't want to face Mexico. We're not so afraid of nobody. But I think another team we can do much more better without play these teams and thing. And as we say, people, watch the United States play against Germany today. The United States look good, take the lead. My team, Germany, come back. And that's the standard where a lot of team in CONCACAF is not there. Right? But Jamaica have to raise them bars. So Trinidad and Tobago, they 2-0 down and they fight and they fight and they come back. And Trinidad have something special is going on right now in a Trinidad. 3 from them. You understand? 3 for Trinidad. So Trinidad, nothing given to you guys. You have to earn it. Nobody going to allow you to play. The Grenada, the Trinidad, everybody want to make it to the World Cup. Everybody is looking at this big thing and say, yo, US no in there, Mexico no in there, Canada no in there, but the rest of it is going to be a dark fight. I don't want people to believe that everything going to become easy and it's going to be, no, it's not going to become easy. It's going to be tougher. It's going to be harder. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show, man. Carla, mute the background a little bit. Trinidad soon run out of luck. Trinidad is playing wonderful, man. You need little luck in football, man. Don't make nobody tell you nothing here. You need luck in football. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Yardman from Trini. What's up?
Where are you dealing, man? Yardman from Trini. But tell me something. When you say Yardman from Trini, you're based in Trinidad, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the game tomorrow night, actually.
You're going to see the game tomorrow night. So how far that they from you in Trinidad?
I would say about 45 minutes.
Okay. So tell me something. So you're watching the Trinidad national team. What are your perspective? Chief?
Yeah, man, I watch them. And I will tell you something, Ryan. This is a young Trinity team, you know?
Yeah.
This is not the Trinity team with the Levi Garcia. And some of these players and they have had some issues with the faith. And some of them, and these are a whole batch of young players. There are 2 players I call them coming inside, but this side played with a lot of heart last night. My problem that I had with 3 other teams under the coach Angus is that they were too defensive. Even when they played in the Gold Cup. And then I saw them play about attacking football because they come from too long. And mind you, Guatemala played good enough. Guatemala scored some goals too because that game could have gone anyway. That game could have ended up 13. But that Trinidad attack, especially in the second half, in the late after the second half was extremely good. And they say the best form of defense is attack. So I like the fact that Trinidad changed their style because to me they were giving teams too much respect. Now the team that Trinidad beat so far is teams that are not the team that are higher up in the ranking. So I the thing is, people wasn't expecting that this young team would have reached so far. A lot of Trinidadians, just what telling you, Ryan, they were not even supporting the team because the stadium was even full. If people came out last night and they will start to come out now because they realize that this team really have a lot of heart and they're fighting and they to have a mentality in the camp where the players feel that the coach is doing what he's supposed to do. So I guess there are other players who could join the squad. I'm hoping that they will reconsider because the style has changed from what we saw in the World Cup. You realize that the defense, I still find that the midfield could be a little more compact. I still find that you can't allow more quality teams the 1v1 on the defenders because that is where the first goal scored, even though the outside goal. The defender, when he was supposed to tackle him, and he was backing back, and the man just push around and cross the ball. If you have that front line a defense or midfielder in front of the defense line, when you go to that wing, you're going to have 2 men against a winger. That winger ain't going to have much options. You will rather be 2 men rather than you have a situation where you have this winger, this number 11 for Guatemala, 1-on-1. He very good. So I like the game, but there are things they could do to fix it because this was the toughest game they had, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And this game could have been anyway. That free kick was just fantastic. Was the number 9 score? So all Trinidad had to do just to gel and get the right team together and get the midfield more involved. We have some real good talented players and they should go on. They should move up. Mm-hmm. But there was a good game in the late first half and the second half. But from a Jamaican standpoint, Ryan, my issue with Jamaica, I'm watching in the comment section, people wondering, I was even over by coaches this and all. People keep talking about why Damian Lowe was on the bench. I'm saying that if you pick 25 players, around that supposed to be able to play anytime. You're not picking 25 players to have 3 players who we never see. So I'm saying that playing against Grenada was an opportunity for Jamaica to try some other players to see what they can offer. Mm-hmm. Because I still believe that the midfield have a problem. I don't know if the midfield, I'm not seeing the command. Jamaica is supposed to have the better of these teams, Ryan. We should not even have an issue with these teams. And I'm not seeing the command in the midfield. I don't see a ball holder in the midfield. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen the midfield holding the ball and all. It's almost like you don't want it. I want to see the attacking midfield look more confident on the ball. That's what I really want to see because you see a midfield when you play teams of a higher ilk. Like you play, I think somebody mentioned that USA play Germany, Peru, and all that. When you play them teams, that's how you will know if your midfield is really working or the formation is not working. So for me, the only issue I would want to see that the coach could try to get the right combination. The right combination doesn't necessarily mean new players in the right. It could be the players that you have with you currently. You move right. You could have an attacking midfielder that he really supposed to be a holding midfielder. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What if I tell you something, Damian? Ryan. You see Damian Lowe? If I tell you I will play Damian Lowe as a attacking midfielder in front of the first stopper, what would you see?
You're sick.
Eh?
You're sick.
You see I'm sick?
Yeah.
I'm saying that if I have another player who could play centre back, I am saying that I would play Damian Lowe as attacking midfield.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I say that. As a defensive midfielder, sorry. Let me tell you why I say that. You see a couple games he played and he got carded? Huh? You see a couple games he played and he got carded? Anytime he played against a position that is attacking Jamaica, he get a bit flustered. You ever notice that? Mm. So if I'm a opposing team, anytime I catch him 1v1, I am gonna run at him. Either he kick me down or I get past him. Take your time again and watch some of the games where the players are to us and watch his game.
Yo, Gala.
So that just me.
Jason, I play them and look attacking midfield.
No, not attacking, sorry. Defensive midfield.
Oh, defensive midfield.
Yeah, sorry, not attacking. Defensive midfield, I said, yeah. And I play him just in front of the three defenders. Make him make all the tackles outside there and not inside the 18.
I got it. Man from Chini. Man from Chini. You sure you come from Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So go in the game tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I live about 40 minutes away from the stadium. So I live in the east and the stadium is in the west. So I live about 40. My son will be going on, yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my son plays college work, man, yeah.
So what's the score?
Yeah, man.
What's the score prediction?
Yeah, well, I don't see Jamaica not winning that game. I will say about 2-1, and I think Jamaica is more familiar with that pitch than Haiti. Actually, I remember if I ever see Haiti play on that stadium, bro.
Yeah, but not most of the international pitch. Not much Jamaican play on that pitch in that team right now.
And Jamaican similar come and play in Trinidad and the environment, the atmosphere. But I don't see Trinidad having too much of problems. But it's have a lot to lose. It's have a lot more to lose than to gain. They have a lot more to gain than Jamaica.
Okay. Man from Chini, seems like the internet giving a lot of problem. Man from Chini, are you still there? Man from Chini.
Yeah, I lost it a while. Yeah, so I'm seeing a 2-0 or 2-1 to me.
Okay, I hope they can get some picture and thing with the Reggae Boyz.
Yeah, man. I'll try to see what will happen. Yeah.
All right, sir. Big up yourself, brother. No love and respect. You have anything you want to say?
No, man. My issue, as I is just in midfield. We need to get more compactness in the midfield because I am seeing beyond Haiti. I am seeing where we face tougher opposition and how we're gonna play. And what we play now is a reflection of what we're gonna play when we meet bigger opposition. Bigger opposition will challenge you more, but you have to practice the things that you're gonna do when you play bigger opposition from now. You can't just get up tomorrow and say you're gonna play Germany and play different. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be practicing some of the things that you're doing now. So I don't have no problem with the front line, but the midfield is my issue. Because I watched the game and I find that at some point it was a little bit too close to comfort. Even though we won the game and Trinidad is Jamaica is way above winning. I thought that Grenada had too much of the ball at some point. And that we should have control our midfield. We didn't. We win, yes, but that game was a lot to be desired. From a top team like Jamaica, who everybody watching right now, right, I don't know if you realize that. Because a lot of players coming in, everybody watching to see how this Jamaican team is going to look 2-3 years from now when the World Cup comes around. What kind of composition a team we're going to have, because we're going to have a lot of British-based players. I still see, the last thing I want to add before I go, I said it already on your show, right? The players who play in the Jamaica Premier League, the good players who want to play for Jamaica, guys, you have to step up. You have to look for teams outside of Jamaica, because right now it's going to be harder and harder. Every time Jamaica look better and better, they attract more players in the diaspora want to play for Jamaica. And the coach is going to pick the best of the best. So local players, you're going to have a lot of disgruntled local players if they don't step up. Unfortunately, the JPL doesn't provide the quality. So for the players to come on a starting position on the Jamaican team, are you seeing it? Especially if the players on them are not playing overseas in a different environment where they play at a higher level. So for me, my message is that to the players who are desirous of playing for Jamaica, you need to find, with your managers and your handlers, another environment with a high level of football. Because you'll get left at the wayside. All right, later.
All right, big up yourself, man. Man from Chinny. Yes, people. Man from Chinny. Big up to all of the people them down in the comment section. Boza, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Brown, big up yourself. Yeah. Enough love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, big up to all of the people down in the comment section. People, we still tell us we need 400 likes, people. Come on now, people. We're almost there, people, all right? We're almost there. We have over 400 people in the chat in the Saturday evening, people. All right, big game tomorrow, people. As we say, as we're going forward, we're going to keep adding some special guests on the show. You don't have to agree with my guests when them come on, but listen to understand, but not to reply. All right, you know the thing already. Ryan, you know I play the. You know, brother. You see the press conference of Coach Agrim, sir. It a bag of nice in the press conference. I mean, I really like it, brother. You understand? The Caribbean on a whole, they need to get up to the speed when it come on to doing proper press conference with this bag of nice in the press conference, and either them are phantom on. Like, in the Caribbean, we need to raise the standard, brother. Not only Jamaica, but we standard need to raise. We must can take a page out of what they're doing in Europe. And these things not $1 million equipment you need and all of them stuff there. Why me have a show tonight? I hear nice, I hear proper sounding and all of them stuff there. The audio, gunners, man, it's kind of difficult to sit down and listen to the audio and think, but me go find it and play it. More hear what Hector have to say and think it kind of really. That's why me no really bother play the audio. Me da listen to it, but me have to just click off it because the audio was terrible, man. The JFF, the audio, man, terrible. I don't know if a fan them have on or what, but me gonna make on hear the press conference to the people.
Haiti against Jamaica, the Haiti Concacaf, the Haiti were run by the
But it's not that bad, people. I put it up on my computer, it's not that bad. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live on here, Ryan LFC. Carla.
Greetings.
Greetings, man.
London, England, and Carl. What's going on?
I am here,
I'm
man.
well. How you doing? Reason Boss in the building. Rich Post Sports. Ryan.
Yes, sir. Me know when you
Are
call,
you confused?
Know when you call, my brain have to get and pint and me have to fix up. Because I know when you call, problem here come give, Talk to me, because I'm ready for you.
Are you confused, Ryan?
Mm-hmm. If me confused,
you know answer yet.
If me confused, no.
I've heard some comments that you've been commenting and you've tried to raise some issues via various social media, and I just want to establish where you are at as a Reggae Boyz fan and being a constructive, positive vital part of the Reggae Boyz journey. Coach Jaime Halgrimson, as far as I'm concerned, is being a pretty good manager so far. It's a process. I'm wondering if your expectation levels may be going up and down, maybe unnecessarily. How realistic are you of Coach Jaime Halgrimson's task at hand and how well he's doing?
He's doing well, getting the result, and I'm happy we're getting the result, because at one point when the coach just come into the job, a lot of people say the coach not getting any double and all of these stuff. Are you worried about not getting the result? And the coach said no. Now the coach is getting the result, all right? I must say I appreciate the result, all right, because result what keep you into your job. And I must say in the last game, the coach go out of the box. He kind of surprised me, where I always say the coach continue picking the same players, but now the coach make a lot of change. Brand new backline play for the first time. You have to give the coach credit for that, to pull off that, to be brave at this stage where we're in our journey as a national team. And the coach right at halftime and make key changes. And I thinking the coach is planning ahead, looking at that 80 team, that 80 going to be much more stronger than all the team that we are going to play. But I'm saying no. The coach need to learn as quick as possible. He cannot continue trying with the same players and expect to get the same result. Player like Javier Brown, he's not into the team. I don't want a man feel like I'm going at him, but he's just not up to the standard with what we want right now. He just need to stay in club and develop more. Damian Lowe, sometimes him head go, sometimes him head come. Okay, and work it out. We need somebody going to be steady, right? Midfield coach continue playing Lambert and Latibody. They don't give us nothing into the midfield. And I'm a little bit concerned with the stubbornness of the coach. So I am 50-50 on the coach. He's getting the result. But at the same time, I know as a past football player, as a player, I know what give you good result. What give you good result? You playing week in, week out good. And even when you lose, the result will come. It's just a matter of time for it start to click. Just like what happened to the Chelsea. Chelsea just losing. But if you look at the stats, Chelsea has been dominant with all of them stats. More chance, creative. They just never was putting the ball in the back of the net. They wasn't finding the back of the net, I should say. But look at Chelsea now. Early time, but I am really 50-50 on the coach. I am not saying Coach Halgrimson out. I still have trust. But I want to see what he's going to do in this upcoming game.
What has Coach Halgrimson achieved so far that you've been mightily impressed with?
First and foremost, I have to give him the commitment, him as a coach and him coaching staff, to getting these players consistent to the national team, and have to give him big credit on that. We're always talking about players not coming, we're always worried about every single international window. We see a different team. Coach Halgrimson seems like he's well focused, he's well planned, he's trying to play all of these players to get into the rhythm of the game, rhythm of the team and all of them stuff, the team bonding, team chemistry on the pitch, off the pitch, and he's doing that very well. So I have to give him massive credit on that.
Continue.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
That's all.
Yep.
Significant enough just in that statement to say he's doing a good job, you don't want him out, but you apportion a 50-50 in terms of how much you rate him. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not going to get my ratings yet. I have to start to do some things that when I say, wow, our national coach do that, by be more, what's the word I'm trying to find? More, not decision making, not to attach himself to player, married to player. but be more. When I call that, Pep Guardiola always do it, man. That's why I'm win more and him have better result with player. He more what's the word I'm finding, man?
What, dispassionate?
No, man. He's more
players.
come on, man, people. Help me, no, man.
Professional?
No, man. He's more
decisive,
ruthless,
stubborn.
He's more ruthless. He's more ruthless with player. Right? You're not giving what I want. Next one. That's why he look that good. Ruthless.
So someone like Jonathan Russell, just random name. How do you think that the coaches have dealt with Jonathan Russell?
I think that is a brilliant one. I realize that. I think he did well with Jonathan Russell. He realized that Russell is not the problem. Russell is not the player that he want.
Not the solution.
He's not the solution. That's why I'm even scoring at the game come off and the coach still not even give him back another minute in the Gold Cup. But the coach realized that that's not what he wants. So I'm very ruthless with that. But a player like a Javier Brown that get time and time, chance after chance, a player like Damian Lowe where Gold Cup, he made the same rash decision, come back, cast us in the 80 game. And he did well to put him on the bench. I hope him don't do that tomorrow. If him do that tomorrow and thing goes bad, oh my God, they're going to rip into the coach. Yeah, but the coach needs to be more ruthless.
You hope he doesn't do what? Play Damian Lowe, or you hope he doesn't put him on the bench and then get criticism?
I think Damian Lowe should watch from the bench, make him build up that fight and that know that, hey, when I get my opportunity again, I am not going to mess up.
And that's where I'm coming from. I went to sleep with Jamaica 2-0 up, a fine, well-taken goal by Shama, Nicholson Boza, full respect. Clinical finish, decisive finish. Jamaica won that game. When I saw the lineup, raised some eyebrows. Coach Jaime seems to be someone who's not necessarily listening to the bag of noise. When I say noise, the bag of fans out there with their various views, their various passion for the game and views and preferences, likes and dislikes. He seems to, with his coaching staff, be prepared to make those ruthless decisions in search of his vision of how the team plays. Check out the midfield, Ryan. If you were I don't know if you could be putting yourself in his shoes. What do you make of the Jamaican midfield?
Not good enough. We need more from our midfield. We need more people to create. We need more people to control the game. We need more people to coming back in their position, tackle, and all of them stuff that I don't see enough of that. I don't see the balance in our midfield. But it starts from our front players. Our front players, when they go forward, they don't come back and close down the space. Right? Sometimes all you need to do as a front player now, just close the space and make the midfielder or the defender turn back the ball. Right? We go forward, we leave way open because our attacking players are not disciplined enough to come back and help our midfielder them. Our midfielder them need to come back and help.
The attackers, the forward players.
Yeah, they need to come back more. Whether Leon Bailey on the right hand side, you need to come back and help whoever play as a right back. And if it's Bobby Reed play on the right hand side, you need to come back quick enough to help the right midfield and the right back. We need to be more compact, more hard to play through with this Reggae Boyz team. Yes, we don't have the fancy midfielder, but if we can be more compact, tight to break through, you don't have to push a tackle, you don't have to put a foot, but at least compact in that midfield where it's difficult to play through and all of them stuff there. So, yeah, we think our midfield, our wingers them need to do more. Gray, Bailey, We know Antonio going to give you that workmanship all the time. He work for God know how long. He work him socks off when he play for West Ham and Jamaica. But we need our wingers, them need to come in, make it difficult for team play through our midfield. And the Asian, if we turn over the ball in dangerous era in that midfield, they're going to pick our pocket.
You're familiar with Mr. Raymond Anderson, Brian?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him, but not that guy. But let's see what's going to happen.
The reason I'm asking is because I'm fascinated to find out exactly what it is about the midfield, the engine room. You know, sir, I'm drawing for Brazil. You draw for Germany. Brazil have Casemiro, Bruno Gomes, solid Ital central defensive midfield pairing. Not the most creative, but the known for lockdown. 70% possession against Venezuela. 1-1 draw, lacking the creativity and the decisive cutting edge finish. But again, I say 70% possession. That's how you lock down a midfield. What is the problem or challenge that Jamaica seems to have around the midfield area? And what does Coach Jaime have to do possibly to rectify or do the best and get the best out of this midfield? Is it a case that the Jamaican game, JPL, schoolboy football, don't invest and see that role as a high IQ, bona fide, vital engine room when it comes to football and dominating, winning, controlling games? Or is it seen as too boring? We have this Mason Greenwood fascination, bringing Mason Greenwood, parachuting Mason Greenwood, another forward. Meanwhile, the midfield area is vacant. Where is the talent?
Listen, the coach need to find the talent. If him don't have the talent, him have to work it way him up and make it work good. Once upon a time, I watched Liverpool play without a creative midfielder. I'm a ball every day, so we're not going to win nothing without a creative midfielder. I say Liverpool win every single thing on God earth in this world and win everything without a creative midfield. We have to have a player that very disciplined and hard work in the midfield. If you have 3 good attacker like Liverpool, and we have that, compared to the rest of the team that we are playing against in Concacaf. We have 3 good quality attacker, but is our good quality attacker going to be dangerous, creating for themselves, getting the goals, coming back to help the midfield? They will not do that. The coach have to instill that discipline to get the best out of them.
I hear you loud and clear. Do you think that he has that ability, that management skill to bring the best out of the players? There seems to be a good relationship, a good atmosphere in the camp. I find it frustrating as a Reggae Boyz fan watching from a far armchair style. But when I see the games, got the Grenada, I miss the highlights, I miss the midfield is kind of vacant, kind of. What I'm thinking, has Coach Jaime told the Latibudiers, the Kevin Lamberts, to do when on the pitch? Are they not up to it? So Ryan will come out and say, watch out, blah, 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 criticize the team for not reaching a level that he wants them to reach. Could it be a case that them just not capable of reaching it? Or do you think Coach Jaime is doing his level best with the technical team, and yet ultimately the players have to take responsibility? Where do you lie? The manager or the players?
And then both of them. Players have to take responsibility. The coach can only give you the strategy, but you as a player you have to go out there and help. You have to go out there and help the team. The coach have to be more stronger. Yeah, you can. The coach have to take responsibility, man.
And I think he's doing a lot of that at the moment.
But may I ask you,
I say trust the process and be resilient. Go ahead.
What is your thought? What is your thought?
I'm quietly impressed. What?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm quietly impressed with how Jaime Halgrimson thus far has gone about his work. No doubt about it. The bag of knives, criticism, which fans are entitled to. They want the best for Jamaica, but given the resources, I think that his PR work, his managerial skills,
What do you mean by
his
PR?
motivational.
Is the coach ever somebody who had a PR fee?
Marketing. Let me use another word, marketing. There are players who have expressed their interest and have come on board the project. Good to see the likes of Michael Hetterback, Karoy Anderson in the mix, Tevon Gray in the mix. I think that there's been quite a few players who have come on board appreciative of what Coach Jaime is trying to do. There's been many players, younger players who we've seen and said they're not quite ready for this moment. But going forward, Jamaica could benefit from these players. But I think he's done a pretty good job. No doubt about it. And I think we should give thanks for where Jamaica are. Let's reiterate and restate. Jamaica have found themselves in the playoff position for a place in the Copa America finals to go toe-to-toe with the Argentinas and Brazils of this world. That is commendable. Grenada came, saw the bag of mouth from their fans, no problem at all, and Jamaica took care of them with quality. Capital Q, Bobby Reid, push come to shove in the CONCACAF region against the likes of Grenada, got the job done. Damari Gray hit the ground landing. Leon Bailey, let's see if we can get some more from him. Boza on the score sheet. Hector alongside Dishon Bernard, hand in glove. Mr. Waite in goal. I think that we've got an abundance of talent when it comes to goalkeepers. I think there's so much to be thankful for and appreciative of where Coach Jaime is concerned. The big elephant in the room as far as the reason boss is concerned of Rich Post Sports, the big concern is that midfield area. But as my cousin, big up yourself, Papa D, said, when it comes to Jamaican fans in general, sometimes they will see a player, see a team, and even though they know, part of their mind knows that the players them not ready are not good enough compared to the players that them see at club level. They're not a Casemiro. They're not a Lucas Paqueta. They're not a McAllister. They're not in that category, that level. There are levels to this thing, you know.
So
they will still say, well, you know what? They have to do that. They have to be in at that level. They better find. What you even say? They better find that level, you know. They better find that level. We have to laugh. What do you mean find that level? Find it within themselves because the fan don't want to see it. Even if the human beings see them there, they better find that level because of that the fan don't want. I have to laugh. How can you tell me, say, Latibade and Kevin Lambert have to find themselves at a Casemiro level or a Alexis McAllister level? They are who they are. After all, there are levels to this thing, and Coach Jaime has done a pretty good job and will continue to hopefully strive to do a good job because he wants as much success as you, me, and the viewers and subscribers. Ask away.
So I ask you a question. Tell me the strongness. Tell me the arguments, the strongness. Him as a coach. Him strength as a coach.
I think one of the things is that he sees the game. He wants consistency. He wants to aspire to get the team to play a certain way. But I think one of the greatest things that he's got is he appreciates the need for, and this might not be good amongst the fans. There may not be something that, you know, sets their ears alight and lets them fall in love with him. But here it is. He's very patient. Emotionally, he's on point. He's professional, and he knows that the process takes time. When you got these fixtures, the players fly in. The Bobby Reeds, the DJs, the Deshaun's, the Damian Lowe's, the Blakes, they all fly in. They are professionals. Strong, experienced, but he's only got so much time to work with the players at his disposal. He only has so many training sessions to impart the information to get them to play a certain way. As you said, the rest is on them to carry it out. So in the training sessions, he's got to do what he can given limited resources and limited time. I've not even mentioned anything to do with the JFF and the logistics. He works with what he's got, but he's got a vision of getting them to play a certain way with getting result after result, developing style, developing personality, developing a tough defensive unit, first and foremost. Let the team, as you said, you want the forwards also coming back and doing the hard work to make it difficult for opponents, make it difficult to score against you, and make it easier to score against your opponent. That's a winning combination. I think that he's got a vision professional-wise and he wants to achieve that. He needs to be given time, and I think he's mature enough and has that emotional stability to cut through the bag of noise and make the hard decisions. And this is why I've got him under the spotlight. I've got him right now under the spotlight. Can you deliver, Coach Jaime? I'm watching together with Melon Gordon and with John Wall. Can you deliver and get the details and the information across to the players at your disposal? Get them to perform consistently, including working hard. Frankly, the shortcomings at the moment is that he's not getting the players to work hard enough in that midfield, effective enough to lock down and dominate games more. Not entirely, but I think they could look to seek to dominate, possess the ball, pass the ball around a little more, build up a little slower, a little more patiently, a little more decisively, and then boom, use the pace of Damari, the Bobby Reeds, and Boza. Use the strengths that we've got.
So what is Coach
a winning combination?
Weakness? What is his weakness? In your opinion?
What is his weakness?
Yeah.
In my opinion, potentially one of the weakness, I think, is he could be, because of his inexperience, his lack of knowledge of certain players, he could be swayed, influenced by certain voices encouraging certain preferences, certain decisions to be made. Possibly, from where I am and what I'm picking up, that could be a possible weakness. I think it's important to be decisive, just like you said about Guardiola. Just like Arteta, he'll make a decision, a clock. He'll make a decision, he'll know why he's making the decision, he'll go with the decision. The European managers, Gareth Southgate, I know that people don't like Harry Maguire. I know that they've got the criticism for him. I know he's not a first team starter, but I trust him. He understands what I require of him, and he has delivered time upon time. That's a strength. Mancini for Italy, strong manager. Chiche for Brazil was a very good manager. His weakness was that he got too close to the players. He got too close to the players and couldn't make a decision like Neymar Jr. Your legs are going. You've played your part. Now come off. He was not strong enough to make those kind of decisions. I'm hoping that Coach Jaime has it in him to make the decisions to select, omit, bench, and proceed as he deems fit. It's not an easy road to tread, but that could be a potential weakness. I hope that he's recognizing that and goes his own way.
Yeah, but Richard, if I'm going to make outside people influence him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He need to be more stronger. He need to be more stronger, just like Gareth Southgate. No matter what them say, him still a go pick them. But this coach, people pressure him, and him start to buck under the pressure and to give in to the public. Him have to be more stronger, and that's why I want him to be more stronger as a coach.
Give me an example, because here what? Give me an example. Here why? Because watch out. There's a flip side to this. Viewers and subscribers. Reason Boss in the building. Rich Pro Sports in the building with Elite Sports, Ryan LFC. There's a flip side, which is this. Sometimes, no, sometimes listening to others, it can be a significant other. It could be a wall of voices, a sea of voices. Sometimes it's okay and a sign of strength to listen to outside voices. Am I right? Did you hear what I said? Did the penny drop there? Did the penny drop, Ryan? Sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing sometimes to listen to people. For example, I want you to give an example. Let me give you an example. Whisper, for example. Some people are saying this. Some people, well, play the young man, play the youth, talent. Play him. Let him off the leash. Go on, give him a chance. Coach may have said, no, he's too young. He can join the camp, maybe. Let him join the camp, all right, but not put him on the pitch. But listening to the strength of feeling, the information, the vibes, seeing what he sees with his eyes, and then saying, well, these guys may have seen something. Okay. That's not bowing to pressure and being seen as weak. That could be a sign of strength, because it's not everything that you believe in is necessarily going to be the best way. The ball is in your court, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you think?
I'm not sure, man. Honestly, I'm not sure, man.
Well, even in saying you're not sure, that's honest by way of a response, but also that's a sign that clearly Coach Jaime's way is not necessarily 100% right, but nor is Ryan LFC's, nor is Elite TV, Sports TV's way the right way. If you were in Coach Jaime's boots, as day follows night, if you selected a team, a squad, and you let that team go out to play, and they lost the game, I'm sure that you would have believed that what you chose as the team was the right thing. But the team lost. What are you going to do? The team lost, and there was a bag of people saying, watch out. Oh, you start that man there, sir. Oh, you start that man there, sir. Why you use that formation? Why you use that system? If you tweak that, if you do that. And I bet you may listen to what somebody's saying. That's not a sign of weakness. But if you continue to do something and it was coming up short, who's right? You or the bag of knives?
All right.
Sometimes you can't win, you know. That's why I said, are you confused initially, my opening statements? If you call a spade, there's nothing wrong with saying that Coach Jaime is doing a good job, but it's a process. It's not going to be an easy road. Jamaica have reached one World Cup, men's World Cup in their entire history since the 1920s or 30s, whatever it was, I think so. They've won World Cup, 1998. Oh yes, by the way, I saw a video. I saw a video where Mr. Wall, assistant coach Mr. Wall, was laughing, smiling, laughing when Rennie Samoa's on the 1998 campaign came up. Sometimes you can't win, Ryan. As far as I was concerned, listening to what...
Taylor on the line, you know.
Well, full respect, I need to hear from JT. Let me get this quick point in. JT, Sports Prophecy, big up each and every time. Let me get this point in very quick and fast, and I want to hear what JT is saying. When Mr. Wall laughed, I noticed that some people, I'm glad to say the majority, said, no problem. He bigged up Rennie Samoa's. He bigged up the 1998 campaign and the players involved. He bigged up that journey. But he then added the caveat, you've got to move on, have your own style, philosophy, approach. Nothing wrong with that. I think that was a very evenly balanced thing. He said that.
When he laugh,
that's my opinion.
No, when he laugh, You see, I realize that this coach, and I like him arrogant, and I like him cockiness, because I like coach like that. I like people with them confident, but make sure so you can back up that when the time come. As the under 20 coach, right? But remember,
as the under 20 coach,
you have to respect. You have to know where you're coming from. You have to respect who set it. Because remember, 98 was great, and sometimes, I know it's kind of frustrated for everybody asks a coach in 98, but it alone we have. It alone we can remember, because the only time that we qualify for the World Cup.
But I heard John Wall say that he thoroughly respected what Rennie Samoas and his team did. Let me repeat it one more time. I want to hear from JT Taylor.
Yeah,
big up the JT. He respected thoroughly what Coach Samoas did and that 1998 Ultimate France-bound team did. I heard that loud and clear. So emotionally wise, I'm balanced and I'm wired to appreciate everything that is said and then come out with a verdict. JT, in the building.
Big up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah. All right.
Every time.
I think Richie made a point. Richie Paul, big up yourself. But it's something we discussed today again, Ryan. He said, I don't remember the coach. I don't know if he said it was Mancini, but whoever that coach was who got too close to the players. Brazil. Okay, we talk about that today, Ryan.
Anyway.
Yeah. I said that deal, whatever is in that deal with the coach and Leon Bailey and those guys, it might end up costing his job. Because it's very tricky, because the coach actually needs to have that relationship with those players who are the leaders, because he needs help. He needs to get help to sell the message, to sell the idea of where he's going. The problem with that is he then comes in, he forms an alliance with those players, and when they're not playing well, it's hard to bench them. It's like you employ a person who work for you, but they're your friend and they're not doing a good job, and you don't really have the balls to fire them, and you let the company go under. So I think this is the problem this coach is going to run into. I believe I saw a video of Jurgen Klopp. He was putting on Nunes. I don't know if you guys saw it. And one of his assistants or somebody went to the sideline and was talking to Nunes like he's the coach. And Jurgen Klopp look around him like, when did this guy get the coaching job? You know what I mean? Jurgen Klopp then let you know your role and what you are. Like, I will let you go if I have to. Don't make you laugh last night and talk football. I will let you go. And I believe that all coaches have to have that relationship, but you have to have a separation. You have to let players know that, listen, brother, may we bench you. And I think this is where we're running into a little problem now, because with Leon Bailey, Leon Bailey only been subbed 2 times for Jamaica. He was subbed in a Nations League game when the game was almost over, and he got subbed in another. In another game. My question to you, Ryan, Leon Bailey is the most substitute player last year in the EPL. How can he not be subbed for Jamaica?
JT, let me put a pin in it, but we're gonna reason this thing through. Very good point. I did mention earlier Liam Bailey, and from where I am, I'd love to see some more from Liam Bailey. Gotten from him under the reign of Jaime. There were levels to this team, JT, in my opinion. Liam Bailey, for example, talented player. Yes, substituted often in the EPL. The clues in the title, the EPL, English Premier League. There were levels. For Jamaica, frankly, a Romario Williams, and I've got to big up the coach. When I saw the lineup, as Ryan said, he was surprised with some of the selections. So was I. A 4-1 victory, no Bailey, no low. I thought, what? Interesting. Eye opener. Brought a smile to my face. I said, this coach is capable of making the hard decisions, capable of rotating, as the case may be. Now, frankly, Leon Bailey, given the stocks and talent that we've got at international level, Leon Bailey does remain one of Jamaica's best players. He should be, arguably.
But my thing is, me, obviously, I like the changes that the coach make, but can the coach brave enough to put Low on the bench and put Bailey on the bench tomorrow? Because they are a problem in the team, brother.
Well, this is why I said that. That's why I said Coach Jaime is under the spotlight as far as the reason bus is concerned. He's under the spotlight because this is where his managerial and man management skills are now going to start to come to the fore. We know that Jamaica can take care of certain teams like a Grenada. We know that, the St. Vincent business, we can take care of that. We're going to have to buck up with the likes of a Costa Rica, possibly. We've got to get to the stage where we don't mind meeting a Mexico or a Canada. We've got to deal with Haiti coming up. That's right, straight in front of us. Now, let me be crystal clear, but let me see where you guys are coming from. I don't think it's the end or a negative thing if a Damian Lowe plays or doesn't play. Likewise, Leon Bailey versus Haiti. Once they're fit, if they're fit, available, and they're practicing. Now, we're not on the training pitch. If these guys are fit and everyone is fit in the squad, I'm trusting that Coach Jaime can make the right decision as he sees fit, and we as the 12th man can support and watch the game. He'll be watching. Listen, we're not paid to be the Reggae Boyz coach. He is. So if he wants to see players performing or not performing or underperforming, that will ultimately cost him his job and his reputation. However, if they do perform adequately, sufficiently well enough, then you'll see the rewards. Right now, let me reiterate his decision to leave Damian Lowe off the field and the starting 11, his decision to leave Leon Bailey off the team resulted in a 4-1 win and confirmation that Jamaica will be in with a shot at making the Copa America in 2024. That is reason to be cheerful. Speak!
Mr. Damian Lowe going to play with Hector tomorrow? I think so.
Listen, there's strength and depth. It's the good news is that Jamaica defensively, hopefully, will have strength and depth. I like the ability and personnel we've got as goalkeepers go. But in defense, Hector, good to see him back. Watching him play some person, I want to see how he gets on. Deshaun Bernard, developing. Damian Lowe. Basically, we're not going to rely on Adrian Mariappa all the time. We need to have strength and depth where the defense is concerned. So the more playing time that Sean Bernard gets, Hector gets, the better. That increases competition for the likes of Damian Lowe. And will also encourage him to try to lift his level that little bit higher, not be as rash as often, and call on his wisdom, his experience, his pace, but not just his pace, but hopefully he can develop his spatial awareness. This will come via Philadelphia and via working under the auspices of Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson and the coaching staff. I'm saying the glass is half full, not half empty. The bag of drama is not going to definitively mean that Jamaica improve and meet the expectations of the Reggae Boyz fans.
Yes, so Ryan, the guy that you had on tonight, it was like I was listening to myself. Like, it was so amazing to listen. Zidane, like, those are the people that I can really just enjoy talking football, because he's not there to pick sides. He just calls it how he sees it, and he's a fair person. I even heard a caller calling, and the caller is trying to attack the man over the Tyreek McGee statement. The caller didn't even listen to what the man said. he talked about Tyreek Magee's skill set. He wasn't saying Tyreek Magee was the best player overall, you know. That's not what Zidane was saying. He was saying the skill set for Tyreek Magee's position. The caller who also called, he doesn't watch Colorado switchback. Since Romario got called up in that window, Tyreek Magee has started every game after that for Colorado switchback. Tyreek Magee got injured 5 days ago and he got substituted. Somebody tackled him hard in the first half. He got off early. So when I heard that caller calling, this is the problem. A lot of people are not watching the players, but they just going off where they left the players the last time they saw the players. Tyreek Magee look like he's enjoying his game now, bro. He looks more brave. He's still not tackling as much, but in a few of the games, Tyreek Magee had the most fouls. So how do you foul people if you're not tackling? So people have to be honest, bro. When players are improving, you give them their credit. When they're not playing well, we call it as it is. As I said, Tyreek Magee deserve a call-up, not necessarily no, but we need to keep an eye on him until we find somebody else that fill that void. You have to keep him in the discussion because he's part of what we're missing, not saying specifically him. His skill set is what Jamaica is missing. There's no Ravel Morrison. There's no Tyreek Magee. Daniel Johnson doesn't start. The coaches, listen, Coach Jaime Halgrim is the first coach I know in history to start 6 center backs in one game. Yeah, he starts 6 center backs. Javane Brown, Damian Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Amari Bell plays in a back three, and Lati Bodier and Kevin Lambert. Those are all center backs. So I would just ask the coach, it seems that you don't play with a midfield, or we're not planning on going that route. So it's until we get understand that the traditional media is in the press conference. As I said, I apologize to all the YouTubers. I hope I wasn't the reason why YouTubers are no longer in the press conferences. But no, I just had to ask.
Because the game them is playing in Jamaica, so they, instead of them nobody do no more Zoom thing, they just do one at the stadium. So it's not that one of the reasons.
It's not. Yeah, but I have to just ask them the tough questions because I would want to ask the coach that. That's what I said, right? Is he brave enough to make that tough decision? Because he seems like he gets, as we said, he gets married to an idea or to a player. And he himself said that when he took the job. When he left Iceland, he went to Qatar and he said, this is how we do it in Iceland. And this is how I'm going to do it. And he said it didn't work. I just hope he doesn't revert back to his old ways. Because even if you have a person who's a drug addict who just left rehab, if you drop a piece of crack in front of him in the house and left him for a week, you might come back home and him start smoking. So I just hope the coach don't go back to the Iceland way of just sticking to his guns, bro. Jamaican fans, we are not that patient with him. And he's getting a lot of money. He's getting a lot of money. And we're not going to just watch the football and say, time. No. 5 years ago was a long time 5 years ago. 5 years ago in 2023, 5 years in 2023 is 6 months. With social media and how fast the world is going, coaches don't get that time anymore. Look at Potter look at the coach at Chelsea. Hot like fire came from Brighton. You gotta go, man. You're not cutting it here at the Blues. I'm sorry. You're not gonna be able to build your team in 2 years. We gotta let you go, man. Lampard, we give you a few months. You're not really cutting it, bossy. You're out of here, mate.
But look at Mikel Arteta.
No, Mikel Arteta was a different story because where Arsenal was at that point, Arsenal had to have a coach that you give time. Arsenal was still trying. Arsenal was trying. Yeah, they were bringing, and Arsenal was bringing through academy players, and I think the Arsenal leadership, they accepted where they were at that point, and they said, "Listen, we have to settle down, and we have to stick to a guy to at least even get us back to a point, and then we can move on." The problem that a lot of people were surprised, the thing that they were surprised with, Arteta got to that point quicker than a lot of people expected. So now he's considered one of the top dogs. And he's another brave coach to start Nketiah in this modern league. A lot of people would say, you're mad. This is an Arsenal product. He's not the big striker coming in from Syria or Bundesliga or La Liga. He stuck to his guns, because Nketiah was scoring when look at his stats, Ryan. Nketiah was scoring in games that he started, but he wasn't scoring when he came off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So what did Arteta do? He's obviously scoring. We get him out there. Even though Arsenal still will need a striker. When the November hits, it will start kicking in. And they will realize that. But Damian Lowe, as you said, Ryan, Damian Lowe frustrate the fans, bro. Because you see, tomorrow, if Damian Lowe out there, he just need to kick the ball long one time and he bring back all of the trauma. One time.
Because when Green and Michael too long on the ball, man, sometimes he needs to look before him get the ball. Him take too long, and when him the seat, him delay it and then him boot it long to a stranger. Hector play.
Well, here what we don't.
On the ground.
Well, here what we know that against Grenada, Damian Lowe was not playing. We can commend the coach for giving opportunities to Hector, returning Hector, and Deshaun Bernard. What's interesting about this coach, Ryan, you did mention at Arsenal about the potential weaknesses of a coach Jaime. It's interesting that the midfield and his philosophy of having a defensive core, a hard to beat team. So defensively, the team needs to be sound. I don't know, JT, are you saying that's a negative thing or potentially a banana skin as far as the Jamaican footballing public is concerned? Because ironically, he's then got a Leon Bailey situation where Leon Bailey is one of the more creative flair type players who, ironically, in some people's eyes, potentially yourself and Ryan, he is keen to hold on to, even if it's the proverbial sinking ship. Worst case scenario. So can you see the dichotomy? Can you see the irony? He's defensively minded, and yet he's holding on to a Leon Bailey. He's defensively minded and going with a central defensive player in Joel Letter-Bodier and a Kevin Lambert, and yet he's holding on to a player. So sometimes you just can't win. This is why I'm saying he is under the spotlight. I believe, contrary to some people, he should be given time. It's relative. He's got them as far as
how much time are you thinking, Richie? How much time are you thinking, Mr. Richie?
Well, all right. Let's forward and let's deal with the matter. World Cup qualifiers, World Cup 2026, and it's in North America. My argument would be, at the moment, I would have him at the helm for that World Cup qualifying campaign. So at least take us through to win, lose or draw the World Cup in Canada, America, and Mexico. That's what I'm talking about time. What do you make of that? At least.
You see, the thing is, that's why I sound the alarm with Tapa early. I'm learning from that situation. What we don't want happening is this. We get to a point where in the World Cup qualifiers, we only draw in games. We lose 2, draw 3. And we start bring out the calculator then. That's where I run from. So we need to have the coach on high alert from now. We can't let him sleepwalk into the qualifiers, brother.
Do you think he's sleepwalking, JT? Do you really think that Coach Jaime, with this footballing community, is he really, do you think, sleepwalking, or is it the case that there may be fans who start to, with content creators' input, I mean, this is the noise that I'm referring to, it's down to Coach Jaime to do things how he needs to do it, taking account of the noise, and ultimately making the call himself. There are levels to this thing, just like we've got levels and qualities. You've got to be very careful in terms of your how long do you give him? What is the problem with giving him this World Cup campaign? At what point would you say, you know what, we need better players. We need a manager who can make different decisions. What's your ideal midfield, JT, right now? What's your ideal midfield for Jamaica, where Coach Jaime may be going wrong? And by the way, let me just put a quick caveat. Let me be clear. I didn't hear Zidane, but I agree with listening and, of course, reasoning as the reason boss. Tyree McGee, skills-wise, talent-wise, he's the kind of player that would be lovely and fantastic to have for Jamaica. His creativity, his ability to make a pass, great. But he needs, of course, consistency, the ability to tackle. I don't know if you were saying he's been most fouled or creating, fouling others, or being fouled. I didn't know what point you were making. If you can clarify that, fantastic. Yeah. But Tyree, that kind of player, he's a delight. He's not there. Respect to that. But that level of that type of player with that talent is something that would be really welcome, because we lack that creativity and that connectivity in the midfield. But go ahead, JT. What would be your ideal type of midfield consist of?
And people, and I'm not saying that I want the coach to get fired right now. I'm not saying that. Listen, I keep telling people, I enjoy watching how Paul Hall had the team set up. And if this coach is not cutting it, we have to go back to Paul Hall before the World Cup qualifiers. Because Paul Hall would have already have a relationship. Yes, know the team. And Paul Hall with Damari Gray, it's more magic. Paul Hall is just going to make that midfield start moving faster. Because Paul Hall is not starting 6 defenders for sure. Paul Hall wants to score goal. Paul Hall is an attacking-minded player from his time playing for Jamaica, playing at Blackburn. Paul Hall is a man who wants to get at teams. And that's what I understand. Listen, the coach said in a press conference, and look what the Reggae Girls did. You know, they were good defense, sound team. Mr. Lord Jesus Christ. You went to talk about the Reggae Girls and blueprint this, you know, draw everything and score 1. You see me afraid when me them thing there I am. Me get afraid, brother, because the same problem we have with the Reggae Girls, man. That's why I even said the Reggae Girls coach, respect to him and big up, but thank God he has to go as well. What are we gonna do? Keep him to draw more games? If you can't get Bunny Shaw Bunny Shaw hasn't been in a goal scoring position for Jamaica in a year. In the entire World Cup, Bunny Shaw never had a sniff on goal. Come on, it's how he sets up the team. Those coaches set up the team not to lose. The problem is that not to lose philosophy doesn't work when you get to the second round of any tournament. You have to win at some point. So that's the problem with the setting up your team not to lose. And another problem with that is when you go down by 2 goals, you cannot come back because your team wasn't set up to win. They were set up not to lose. And that's why we need to get that mindset in our players. Them say, bro, We going out there, either we beat them or they beat us. I got the football me believe in. When Man City, when Liverpool them a play. Look at Tottenham. When Tottenham playing right now, if I see Tottenham down by 2-3 first half, I think they could come back and draw the match because, listen, they even came up now with this philosophy that Tottenham coach, it's the new way how to attack in football. It's all over YouTube. They're branding him as creating a new way how to attack. So I'm saying, is our coach educating himself on the new trends in football? The new wave of what's happening? Like coaches coming up with new ways how to attack. Bro, coaches are not coming up with new ways how to defend, bro. Coaches are defending is defending. You stop the man from scoring. It's hard to score goals in football. I read out the other night on my channel to other people what Pep Guardiola brought to football and attack. When he attacks, he brings up one of his centre backs in the midfield and use him as a midfielder, creating an overload where he outnumbers his opponent and keep them in their half. Is Jamaica coach thinking about the game in those kind of creative ways, Richie? At those things may I ask?
JT, put a pin in it right there. Full respect. You're asking the top questions and no problem there. Where you're going down at the moment, I just need to flag it up. It's that club versus international matrix.
Coach versus coach. Coach versus coach metal. No.
All right. Well, watch out. Watch out. We're going to take it down low. Watch the ride. Lone Donaldson, I agree with you. I clearly saw that the Reggae Girls were playing defensively, organized to be a tough team to break down and to score against. It paid dividends ultimately, but you could see that there were shortcomings. Everything you said, I agree with 150%, no doubt about it. Coach Jaime, with all due respect, with the Reggae Boyz, is a slightly different kettle of fish. I certainly like to think so, because defensive-minded wise, yes, he's aware of the importance of being defensively sound as a team. But when you've got a Damari Gray, who he has played, hit the ground running, when you've got a Mikel Antonio, when you've got a Boza, when you've got a Liam Bailey, when you've got a Bobby Reed, when you've got a DJ who you can bring on, those names alone, before you're getting into the MG business, those names alone, we can see. We saw against the likes of Grenada. We saw in the Gold Cup when we got to the semi-finals. We saw that defensively, we've got something good going on. But offensively, we recognize we don't have a Bunny Shaw situation where we're not getting the chances. Damari Gray is being given enough rope to create enough chances. Mikel Antonio is drawing away 1-2 defenders, giving other opportunities to other players to score. It's a different situation compared to the Reggae Girls. That is absolutely clear as day. Do you agree?
I agree.
Hey. The coach I give me joke now. The coach say him watch a movie in my house and him soak a be him a hot like fire. Yo, brother, the man say him watch a movie in my house, brother, and him a burn up him a hot. And I say, wow.
Which coach is this?
Grim say, man, same day I must watch a movie in the interview the other day. And he must say, my goodness, man, him hot. Him say the first that
the heat.
Him hot. Man, when you hear
in content though, in content to our life.
Yo, me see the man on the sideline. I saw the man on the sideline. The man looked like him almost a turned black. The man have a bit of tan there. The sun turn up on him now, you know.
The coach come on now, whole heap of pressure, man. Whole heap of pressure the coach come on. The coach normally was somebody who relax. Now like, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if for the result, I don't know if for the media, but it's just him just
No,
look
no, no.
totally different from when him start out. I don't know what happened.
Ryan, Ryan, fire, fire for bona fire upon that them something there. Stop being disingenuous. With all due respect. Stop being disingenuous. JT, back me up on this if you need to. Support me on this. Hey, listen, this Kinty business, you sound like you might look like Stevie as well. Coach Lindsay. Big up yourself, Coach Lindsay, each and every time. This Kinty business, reality check. I saw this thing set. That midfield, the elephant in the room. I know many here nothing from JT. What is the midfield that you believe should be being played that Coach Jaime Grimson is not given a chance to shine? JT, go ahead. Speak!
All right. The midfield, I think that's going to be a work in progress because I think the midfield, we're going to find piece by piece. I think the midfield is going to be found piece, like we're going to find it piece by piece. But my concerns are, is the coach going to be brave enough? You hear we keep using the word bravery. Is he going to be brave enough to pull the plug on Latibodier in the midfield? Because Latibodier has a fight in him that we need out there, but he has to be brave enough to put him at right back. And if
be brave enough to call out certain people's name in the midfield that can replace a Joel Latibodier. JT, over to you.
Listen, right now, the next game, I would start Kilroy Anderson for one. I would start him and Kevin Lambert in the midfield, Latibodier at right back. Because starting Latibodier at the right back position, he also has experience as a centre back, so he can help he can either cut off angles or squeezed in a bit more and help your centre backs even forming a back three at times. If your left back, your wing back, your left wing back, if he pushes up a lot and he gets caught out of position, and Latibodier is a bit deeper as a right back, he can even slide back in and they almost. I think he can be more creative if Latibodier slides into that right back position. And why I said start Kevin Lambert, that's if we're going with the 4-4-2, 4-4-2. If we're going 4-4-3, however, I would put Kevin Lambert, Daniel Johnson.
4-4-3? What is that? 4-4-3?
No. 4-3-3. 4-3-3. Sorry about that. If we're going 4-3-3, I would start Johnson, Lambert, and Kilroy Anderson in the middle. There. But the problem is now, you have to go and pull the plug on either Bobby Reed or Leon Bailey. That's what you come back down to the problem again, you know. Not being able, and Leon Bailey is not the only player that he can't bench. He can't bench Bobby Reed either. So the coach now end up with a bunch of players where he can't bench. So that actually ties his hands.
That's where I differentiate with you. I differ with you, JT, with all due respect. It's not a must. The coach is paid, and his responsibility is to make those decisions. We are armchair managers. We are content creators. Richbow Sports, Sports Prophecy, Elite Sports TV, We Intense Sports, all content creating channels. Look here. I think he could be and will be aware and is aware that there are players who don't necessarily have to start a game. Leon Bailey is not a definite must that he has to start a game, but if he starts, that's the coach's decision. Latibodier at right back, that is a possibility. Lambakisi could be on the bench, can cover left and right back, and you have a DJ in that midfield or a Kilroy Anderson. Given there's the brickbats and the possible criticism and the possible fact that the Haitians, hard-running Haitians, could get a jump on us by overrunning an inexperienced Kilroy, get the better of a DJ who is not naturally a CDM. Jamaica's midfield situation is a challenge. Let's be absolutely crystal clear about that. I'm not getting jumpy about this Mason Greenwood business and yes, parachuting Mason, get him a start, get him a passport, hallelujah. The midfield area, the engine room of most football teams needs addressing, and it is a challenge for Jamaica. Coach Jaime sitting on the bench there, he's well aware of it in the training sessions. Sometimes I wonder, has Jaime seen the training sessions? What has his instructions been to the midfield? Do they know that they've got to lock down that midfield, not make it look as though it's a gaping gap? What are the routines and the drills that are being carried out on the training pitch? Is it the same in practice? What are the players saying between themselves? Are they reflecting on how they play in their club teams? Do they know what a strong, solid midfield looks like? Or is it just a logistics thing? And practically, Lete Bode is not naturally a Casemiro. Kevin Lambert is doing the best he can, and he does a decent enough job. In short, Jamaica are not blessed in the midfield area.
And I disagree with that. So Richie, I think that we can actually get good midfield play even with the squad he has now. Decent midfield play. I think he has to alter the formation. Because even when you look at a Casey Palmer, when Casey Palmer comes back, where is he going to play? Because Kira Anderson is looking good. And you're not removing Latibadir from the midfield. So that's what I'm trying to say now. If the coach keep stuck or nail himself down to one concept, I don't know how we're going to make the midfield work. It's the way how he's setting up.
Coach need to be a little bit more brave, brother. And thing, Bridget. As a midfield, brother, the man have to put people back in their position, brother. As a midfielder, you cannot go stiff, brother, in the midfield, brother. Especially your holding midfielder. That's where everything is starting now in modern football now. Your holding midfielder, you know, is a sniper, you know. We clean up thing and start it, you know, brother. So this thing where the coach being stubborn and keeping Latibody there, he's just setting up himself to fail because Latibody and Lambert, they don't want the football. Lambert, when we get the ball, they don't want the football. They hide.
That's one of the challenges that faces. It's a real challenge. Watching the game, that is a real challenge that needs to be addressed. Again, that is a challenge that needs to be addressed by the entire coaching staff and the players themselves. JT and Ryan, viewers and subscribers in the comment section, please just give us a quick refresher. Give the Reason Boss a refresher. Paul Hull's tenure. Paul Hull as the coach. What did you make of his record?
What do you mean by record?
Did you hear what I said? What did you make of his record, his results? Thank you for the clarification, Ryan. What did you make of his results? Refresh us, please. Refresh us.
If you really check it, in result is not that great, but what they can see where me appreciate the type of football Paul play, especially in the last 4 games, them 2 Nation League and 2 World Cup qualify. Although we were letting a lot of goal, but we were seeing how the team are attack, right? The creativity coming from the midfield with Ravel Morrison, Shaman Nichols at the time we were playing, Farm of him life, Leon Bailey, and all of these things. We were seeing all the team going to attack or going to create opportunity. We were going to know that we're going to score 3 and 4. We're going to concede 2, but we're going to score 3. I can know that Paul coaching the team, we are 2-0 down. We know we have a chance to come back because the way him set up him team and the way him play. He were getting a lot of beating in the early stage after Tapper Whitmore move. But after a time when more the team coming together, he were looking better. That's why he have the good performance against Suriname and Jamaica will beat Mexico. Barely were out of this world. And I think is the way we are set up the team, Virgin. We are play too negative and we are play too stiff. as a team. You cannot play too stiff. And when you have so many defenders playing on the pitch, obviously, you're not going to possess the ball. You're not going to create that opportunity.
Give me your midfield, Ryan. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear.
One second, Richie. One second, Richie.
No problem.
Richie, just remember that Paul Hall is the one who qualified the team for the Gold Cup. So the same Gold Cup that everybody is hoorah with the coach had just played, Paul Hall did that. I don't think people remembered. Paul Hall qualified
the team for the
Jamaica for the Gold Cup. So I don't know if people are saying his record was so bad. How did he qualify the team? He lost some friendly games, but Paul Hall, the team, Leon Bailey had his best game under Paul Hall. I was shocked to see how Leon Bailey look under Paul Hall. Listen, Leon Bailey, go ahead.
There are levels to this thing. I don't really, by all means, you could refresh us. I don't know if the comments are saying that it was a poor record relatively results-wise, but to qualify for the Gold Cup is one thing. I'd imagine, because I'm trying to remember, finding it difficult, who Paul Hall had to contend with in order to qualify for the Gold Cup, you know. Qualifying involves usually weaker teams. Qualifying for the Gold Cup. Going on to the Gold Cup is a different thing. But go ahead.
You can't look at it like that. If you're going to look at it like that, we struggle with Coach Algrim to have the best player of them, and we play against Grenada and the man them ball way off of the park. We struggle against Haiti. Yes, Paul will play against Mexico. Yes, Paul will play against Suriname and all of these teams and qualify us. You can't look at it like that, but look at the result we get. Look at how Ravel Marcy were playing inside the midfield. You have to look at the overall thing. And Paul were getting it. All Paul did need a little bit more time. He didn't get it. Okay, fine. But at the same time, we can't look at it like that. The result, in my opinion, still.
And he qualified through the Nations League, Richard. So it was the Nations League, I think, was linked to the Gold Cup because the Nations League led into the Gold Cup. And the semifinals, I think, was played before, right? And we draw with Mexico or something like that. I don't remember. Or did it go? Was it Suriname? We lost some points. We dropped some points with Suriname, and then we went down to Mexico. We had to win or something. Something did happen. Something did, yeah. But Paul Hall qualified the team. However, and when Paul Hall got the team, the team was devastated because they were coming out that Tapa slug. Like they were in a hole. It was a mess. As I said, the problem with Paul Hall now is this. The JFF will not give him the respect they will give Jaime Haldripson. They see Paul Hall as one of the man them. Like, yo, we don't have the money in a Paul, but why you come coach his side? We'll give you a thing, man. You see like how they were negotiating with Damian Lowe, if you see I saw them talk to Paul Hall. And when Paul Hall had to stick them up and the players them down there in Suriname and that thing that went on, I think that's when everything, it broke the camel's back. We didn't sure if Paul Hall was the coach anymore. Some people say he's gone.
Because them say Paul Hall go against them.
Yes. So
there are levels to this thing because Ron Donaldson was accused of that. That was one of the potential.
But Sir Richie, Ryan, on a bless up for yourself at 6 in the morning. May I keep listening and fall asleep. All right. Bless up, everybody. All right.
Bless up, JT. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Hey, time of beat, just so you know, JT, the on the case, and it's early hours in the morning, London, England time. But yeah, listen, before I go, Ryan, thanks again for having the Reason Boss Reach for Sports and Pleasure Elite Sports. Big up yourself. Ryan, your midfield, is it a kind of a Wizard of Oz wishing list kind of something? Paul Hall had a creative. I liked how Paul Hall had the team playing. Unfortunately, the patterns, love the patterns. These were the days when Lamar Walker was looking half decent, but they were shipping goals. Defensively, they were not resilient enough, not steely enough despite the way they looked attacking wise. So the likes of Peru, was that, I think they played Peru? They lost against teams, and the results weren't forthcoming, though aesthetically them look good, but that wasn't cutting it. Coach Heimer has got a slightly different approach. And if I'm not mistaken, did Coach Heimer not say, viewers and subscribers, did he not say he recognizes the importance of having a defensively sound team, but he also is aware that, yes, he's had his way and philosophy of playing football and setting up teams, but he's willing, able, and open to bring into the pot, the melting pot, the style and flavor that Jamaican footballers bring. Pace, skill, athleticism. I heard him say that. I'm sure I heard him say that. Given that, I think, what kind of noise, what kind of something I pull up this or so? I can't see it, but I can hear you.
Bridget.
Yeah, move house.
Remember, I said, Chico, I'm still right to supply. You cock up in a year setting and I move up and may sit on one place, brother. It's not easy to sit one place steering in these light floodlight. Remember, I have 2 big floodlight right now over my head and things. So when you see me moving, that simply mean I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable in that position. So I just keep on move to feel a little bit. You know, I don't like you where clutch back in a bed and you just relax and dip on the phone. I have a Bluetooth.
Oh, you come like Big Brother, you know. You come like Big Brother. I have my Bluetooth, you know, but my cock up nice and easy in the sofa.
Watch a cock up argument, you know, brother. Watch that cock up argument, you know. Why for that, you know, brother?
I'm not doing that. Down the gun.
But people my friend leaving. People, I'm out. People, big up on yourself. game suspension. Yeah. People. I have leave on the people. Big man thing. People. Love you. Appreciate you. Tomorrow the game. I love you. Appreciate you people. Stay blessed. Sleep well. Make sure that you come tomorrow early. And think bless upon yourself. Thanks to all of the people them who come on the show. JT Taylor, big up yourself. Reason Boss, big up yourself. Big up to all the callers them. And big up to the females them who continue to watching and call into the program. Really appreciate all the females them. Trust me. I love when females fans call in. They just give the show a different vibe. You understand? Vibe. So big up to all of my females them call and nothing but love and respect. Appreciate the people. You go all asleep, brother. We cannot recover from all that. For Reason Boss just up on the program and think people, I don't know we out people. Make sure say when you hit the like button, you see me? Make sure you like up the thing, people. But people, I realize that many people want to go live in the day. Not much people come on to the program, and me know the reason for that. The reason for that is because not much people know that we have a second YouTube channel where we go live in the daytime, people. We are building that because that is the backup channel for the people who want to get way out of the game. So we have a second channel we're building, and that's Intense Sports, people. So if you haven't subscribed to Intense Sports, I'm going to drop the link down in the comment section. You guys can give me a subscribe because that's where we go daytime and have the daytime talk. All right. So people, that's the second YouTube channel. It's named Intense Sports. I pin it. I have it down in the comment section. So stop what you're doing right now. Big up to all of the females them. Appreciate the females them. Big up. Nothing but love and respect. Appreciate it. Nothing but love and respect. People, that's the link of my second YouTube channel. And that's where we go and discuss football in the daytime. All right. So I want the people them to subscribe. We are building up that to get it to 1,000 subs in the daytime. All right. So we are building up that's we can have 2 channels. So when they're ready for take Intense Sports, them can take it. All right. So people, I know a lot of you guys in the comment section don't really know about it, but we do it daytime. And some people are surprised they see me. You know, some people run into the channel, right? Some people run into the channel and say, right, we never know you do live on daytime. So that's the second channel, people. We pin it. We still have over 300 of you guys. And remember, people, that's where we're going to be at daytime. So if you enjoy the show, just know that we're over there on the daytime. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the link. Turn on the notification. I really appreciate it. Yellow card or red card? Red card, man. Richie get Reason Boss get too much ban for that when him go out on the show. And big up to all the people them who donate. Alright? Big up to all my people them who donate. You see me? Appreciate all of you guys. Pagan, One Stop, all of the truck driver them, all of the females them. Big up, man. Nothing but love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys, people. Make sure that you click the link, people. That's the link to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. That's where we go daytime. All right. We have some interview coming up, people. 9 more days from now. I would say 8 more days from now. The Reggae Girls will be in camp, and it's going to be chaos. Look out for it. Remember, I told you guys, no money, no pay. All right. Big up on yourself, people. Thanks you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it. And nothing but love and respect. I am out.
Paul, brother. And the man bring all of us Paul for give you the thing, brother. You don't even know my vex, my youth.
He's done, Ryan.
Come keep to yourself, brother.
No, Ryan, you good, man.
Why
Right.
put on all of us Paul, brother?
No, Ryan, easy.
You don't even know my vex, my youth. Why put on all of us Paul? Why bring all of us Paul, brother? Give out thing, brother. All of us Paul, like give a lion, my youth. You don't even know my vex, my youth. Oh my God, why put on all of us Paul, brother? Oh my God, brother. We got marry up, brother.
Slow, calm down, Ryan. I say go. Football. Slow down, dog. It's okay, dog, brother.
See, why we put down Alpha Spoil, Bridging? The same player them want to kill with, brother. Them man they were use and a kill with campaign, brother. Right side and the left back, brother. Me I tell them my youth. You don't even know me. I tell them I'm a vex my youth. I'm a vex, Bridging. Alpha Spoil are the weak link, brother. You should even know my youth. I'm a vex my youth. Oh my God. What we bring on Alpha Spoil, Bridging? What we bring Alpha Spoil back to the team, brother? Don't go them scope on Alpha Spoil, brother.
Alpha Spoil.
What we bring on Alpha Spoil, my youth? What we bring on Alpha Spoil if we give away the game, Bridging, Taylor?
Yeah,
Same
man.
thing we all the time, brother. What we are calling Alpha Spoil back? What we are calling him 19 to come give away the thing all the time, brother? Why you just pain me from the bottom of my heart, Bridging? I tell you that, my youth. I tell you that, Bridging. It pain me, Bridging.
4 minutes. 4 minutes
Ryan,
added on.
just
Jesus.
close it, Ryan. Close the camera and cool down, brother. Close the camera and cool down,
Vex
Ryan.
my you, I'm vex my you, I'm vex.
Ryan, close the camera and cool down.
Not my Taylor, my you.
Me
What
know,
we
Ryan.
bring on Alpha Spoil,
But
brother?
Ryan, but you have to control emotions,
I'm
right?
vex my
Ryan,
you.
control emotion. Just cool down.
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man.
By the way, Taylor, 4 minutes added on.
Yes, 4 minutes added on.
And I don't know how Mexico aren't 3-1 up, but they missed a super chance.
Yo, bro. Yeah.
Should be 4 or 5.
Lordy. So you see, because I can't even be I can't. This is not the time to be. I can't be negative, dog, because Jamaica showed me fight tonight. You see what I mean? The team showed me
No,
fight, but we had the game, bro.
Seriously, Taylor, fair play.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.